don't think it's going to give good trading opportunities.
Yeah, I don't think so as well. So sorry over on YouTube. I forgot to hit this button that's called go live on YouTube, which is right on my stream deck.
Oh,
So I just did that, and you should be able to see me now. So yeah, we should be on deck. So extremely sorry for that.
oh,
Um, yeah. So welcome. You didn't miss much. Me and Peter were just chatting about the Italian job type jewelry that was stolen. So you haven't missed
yeah.
any
Car
market conversation yet. But that was a good
and
conversation about
Carlos
this.
is clearly
Yeah.
upset about the Giants, and I'm happy
Oh,
about Canadian baseball as the Jays stick in the series with Seattle. So there
the
you go.
Jays are. I mean, they're rocking, man. They're doing so well. They beat us up pretty good.
Clutch, man. Yeah.
And they're crushing. They're crushing. So,
It's all
all right.
down to one game
Yeah.
in this
Yeah.
series, anyways.
They're
Yeah.
getting it done. All right. Let's see here, friends. CELC this morning again. Not even a popcorn play. I don't like the pre-market activity. I think I'm going to leave that one alone, and we'll look at what else is on the scappers list. As we mentioned earlier, for those that missed it over on YouTube, a lot of it is minerals. So we'll look at the top five or so, and then we'll hop into our minerals and then our usual suspects for today. As a lot on this list is in the green side of things. Again, brought to you by TradingTerminal.com, so you can hop on over there, get this list and many other tools that are available to you. I see some Bitcoin stuff on here as well, Mara and MSTR and so forth. All right, ABAT is the second one. American Battery. Again, batteries and lithium and all this stuff is just heavily in play. Here's one that's up 16%, Peter. And again, it's up nicely, but it's been down quite a bit from the recent highs at 1150. Had a rough day last week here, 11 all the way down to 8. Gap down some more, down to 6. Finally settled down around 40, 480-ish or so. And today we're getting a little bit of relief from the last massive sell-off the last couple of days. So what's your thoughts on it? And then I guess with this one, we can also talk about all the battery and mineral stuff, right? I mean, this sector has just been very, very active.
Yeah, it certainly has been. I mean, a lot of it has been driven by the tariff war. I don't know what to call it. The tariff situation, especially between China and the U.S. Really, it's created a lot of interest in U.S. based rare earth metal companies. You can see that AB American Battery Technology, took advantage of that. They're a lithium producer. Weirdly, the company's listed in waste management. I don't know if that means that they've changed focus in the last little while, but anyways, whatever. But they are a lithium producer. However, mixed signals for this specific company, only because they had a $57.7 million grant from the US government that the Trump administration has canceled. So, whereas there's a lot of companies that are benefiting from a situation, they just lost a big source of, well, a source of money. That being said, their prime lithium deposit that they're working on, their lithium mine, this is a $2 billion investment. So losing $57 million, I think is doesn't seem like it's that impactful. Maybe on a short-term cash flow, but I mean, they just raised another 52 million in the last couple of months from the markets. So I think they're going to be okay. It's just, they're getting, the stock is just taking a short-term hit. So
Yeah. Um, I'm looking at the pre-market activity. I don't know if I like it at this price here for under $10, and it doesn't look attractive at all, at least in the pre-market action just yet. So I'm not gonna have it on my list, Peter. I know the news seems positive. What's your thoughts about actually putting it on any list?
I don't. I think there's better targets. I just think
Yeah,
some of the
that's what I'm
other
thinking.
mining companies we've been looking at have traded better. The volume has been okay over the last month, but I mean, there's a lot of stuff you could say the same thing about, right? Like, we've been looking at a lot of these mining companies with LAC. Like LAC trades 100 million shares a day versus the ABAT that only trades 22, so on average. So I just, and I'd probably go back to some of these other ones that trade at about the same number of shares, the USAR, USAMY. I don't know. At least those I know generally have traded fairly well. Um, I, I don't know if I want to get involved in yet another one. to be honest. So
Yeah, yeah. Continuing here now into minerals, right? These rare metals, actually. You, Amy, is on deck this morning, and this one is up 16%. Again, if you look at the daily over the last couple of days, it had a huge run up, and then a little bit of a pullback late into last week, and then here trying to recover. A lot of these gapping up today, as you can see on our gappers list. So here's another one, which I have not really looked at, but there's so many of them. You got MP, you have going back to the list, you remember what some of these are. You have you, right? I mean, there's a ton. I don't know all of them. I might be watching one or two today. I'm just not sure which one, Peter.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, these guys have some news that this is United States Antimony, if you remember, Corporation,
Yeah.
USAC. Or well, I know they trade under the ticker UAMY, but who is a leading producer of antimony, zeolite, and other critical minerals. Anyways, they've made a proposal to acquire 100% of a company called Larvoto, which is an Australian based mining company, which would expand their reach. They claim to be one of the largest antimony producers outside of China. So this is why they've got our attention because I don't know what you use antimony for, but people need some of that stuff. Probably
Yeah.
used in, the usual missiles and military applications and who knows, other specialized stuff. So, and it's funny, this weekend, this came up because I was talking to, friends, and we were over at some friends for dinner on Saturday night. There, as usual, you know how it goes, Carlos, right? People are always asking about the markets and what's going on. And
Mm-hmm.
as
Oh
much as
yeah.
you try not to talk about it, everybody wants to talk about it. But
Yep.
and I was trying to remember the name of antimony, and I couldn't for the life of me. All I could remember it was element number 51 on the periodic table, and that's all I could remember. But anyways,
Yeah, those
antimony.
conversations are always great. All right, let's continue here. So again, a bunch of these on the list this morning. UAIM is the one leading the way. Maybe I'll add this one on my list. I mean, the pre-market action does look interesting. We're up 16%. We got 1.4 million shares traded. I do not like that they're sitting on the American Stock Exchange. I mean, those tickers usually don't trade very well, but maybe today could be their day. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Again, not a big fan of stuff on the American Stock Exchange. But let's see here. Let's continue and see what else can we find. All right, let's go back to the list, friends. What else is on here? NUAI. This is a 6 million shares flow, so very low flow as well. New Era Energy, so it might be in that same sector as well. So New Era Energy Digital is the name of it. So Peter, we're up 17%, 5.3 million shares traded. The volume is here on this ticker. Do you like them this morning? Low flow. What's the latest and greatest?
This is New Era Energy and Digital. It feels like they just added that on.
Yeah.
Um, a developer and operator of next generation digital infrastructure and integrated power assets. I love it when they give these statements and you're like, I heard all the words, I still have no idea what you do. What is digital infrastructure? What is an integrated power asset? Anyways, they apparently were going to be buying a company and decided they don't want to buy it anymore. So they withdrew their preliminary proxy statement and their request for purchase. So this equity purchase facility agreement has been canceled. So I look. I guess it's enough for it to go up today. I don't like the news. I don't like the price. I don't like the price action really. So yeah, I'm not going to be looking at this one.
Yeah. I see you guys talking about trading terminal tabs, so I had to go there and check. Look at this, Peter. We have tabs on Trading Terminal Atlas. So here you can
Mm.
put up to 4 tickers. Yep, up to 4 tickers. So you can now switch between there. So that's a very nice new feature that you can take advantage of. All right, looking forward to using that. That's pretty cool.
Oh wow,
So
look at
there,
that.
tabs up to 4 tickers you can put at the top there. And yeah, Very, very
Indeed.
nice. All right,
Look at
awesome.
that.
It's only going to get better. Only going to get better. So thank you for bringing that up, guys, over in the chat here. I think Ben mentioned it.
Cool.
So yeah, looking good. Or Ben Paris mentioned it. All right, let's continue. So yeah, I don't like this lower price stock. This NUAI also low flow, so I'm gonna leave this one alone. Let's talk Bitcoin. I see a lot of Bitcoin tickers on this list. Man, this list is massive, massive, Peter. I mean, I think it doubled in the last 10, 15 minutes we've been on. It's just insane. So let's look at Bitcoin stuff. I see a lot of them on there. CLSK seems to be leading the way today with a gap up of 11.4, 1.9 million shares traded. So tons of volume. It looks like it's just started to get going. A lot of half of the move today just happening in the last 15 minutes here. So any news, Peter, worth watching, and maybe that could be affecting the other tickers?
Well, I mean, crypto had a bad week last week with a lot of declines led by Bitcoin, which had dropped from, I guess at the beginning of last week, we started at, about 120,000, went all the way down to 105,000 for a Bitcoin. It's now up at 100, let's call it 111, just to round up a little bit. So, yeah, it's made a little bit of a recovery, but certainly not back to the highs it had been sitting at the end of September, early, at the beginning of this month. Um, I mean, I guess, any sign of hope is usually enough to get people excited when you get to crypto. But for the most part, it still feels pretty like a muted segment. I mean, compared to, well, I mean, we've actually seen I was going to say compared to some of the precious metals like gold and silver. It's weird. It's weird in a world where gold and silver are outperforming crypto, which is not what the crypto buddies would have you believe.
Mm-hmm.
However, even gold has made a pullback, right? At least it did make a pullback on Friday, and today we're surging back higher. So, let's go, man. All gold, all the time.
Yeah, yeah, it's wild.
Gold leaf everything.
Yeah. So there's tons of these in play today. I mean, CLSK obviously leading the way here this morning. MAR is also up 5.4, which is usually one that I like to trade. MSTR is also on deck. I mean, you name them, they're all on here. Hood is on. Hood has some stuff stolen or something like that. Somebody broke into their like security. I quickly heard
What
something over the news. Yeah, it has like some data breach
was
on
that?
Robinhood.
Was that the same
Last
guys that stole the crown jewels?
they're all connected, man. They probably hit it all at once and try to confuse people where to go. But yeah. So Rob, some data breach stuff. But again, I didn't really listen
I,
to the article. It could have been stuff that happened months ago. You know what happens, Peter, right? Sometimes this things happens a long time ago, but they now have to report it to make sure they have all the checks in place. So I'm
I,
not sure if it's anything recent.
yeah, I didn't hear about a theft. I did hear about an outage. Amazon Web Services did have a big outage, which impacted a whole bunch of like Coin and Robinhood and Roblox. They were all sort of on that segment of the Amazon Web Services that went down, and that outage caused some problems for those companies. And of course for Amazon. But what is Amazon
Yeah,
doing this morning? Well, it's actually
yeah.
gapping
Let's take a
up.
look.
So I guess the market
Yeah,
didn't care too much about that. Anyways, but that yeah, I didn't hear about a theft of data or anything, but I did hear about that outage.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, great question. Yeah, why is gold all-time highs? We don't know. Right, and we don't know, and a lot of analysts don't know why gold is all-time high when the
No,
markets and everything else is doing well. Usually that's not the case, right? Usually when the markets are
no.
feeling a little shaky, volatile, gold shoots up. When markets are doing well, people move their money into more volatile and more higher earning opportunities, ETFs and other stuff. So people don't know why that's happening. I think but again, there's a lot of people that believe that this AI thing is a bubble, right? And there's a lot of people that believe that it's not. So when you have that kind of, I don't know, not disagreement, it's not disagreement. When you have that kind of mixture, I think you can have both of them go up this way, right? And I
Yeah.
don't know. People don't know, and this is a question that if you hear Bloomberg radio in the morning, this is a question that Tom Keene asks all his guests, and they don't have a good answer for. All these people that
No.
run management funds, they don't have a good answer. What they and these guys are smarter than me and Peter are, and they don't have a good
Yeah.
answer. Their answer
The,
is we don't know. We're investing in both. you know?
Yeah. And gold is one of those. It's sort of hard to trace the investment in gold just by the way it's structured, right? And it's such an old market that there's so many avenues into gold. The best theory I heard was that, a lot of the deep-pocketed individuals out there were looking for a safe haven for a part of their money, right? With uncertainty in the markets and crypto not performing as well as expected, that there was just a lot of little bits of money that started to move into gold, and it created this snowball effect
Right.
that has just been sort of rolling uphill. I guess the analogy falls
Yeah,
apart
rolling
there,
up
but
here.
yeah, but anyways, but it's just created this effect because you're right. They can't seem to trace it to, there's no particular event. There's no big sort
right.
of mass movement. It just keeps going. And that's only goes, it only moves like this with buying. But it seems to be a lot of little bits of buying that are moving gold. So, yeah, I don't, Carlos, I mean, everybody keeps saying it's got to stop sometime, right? I mean, heck, even Jared had a short trade on it, and he did well with it. He actually called that
Yeah.
top on Thursday, Friday of last week, and he was right for the short-term pullback. But yeah, it's back and gunning. So
Yeah.
who knows
Yeah.
where this thing's gonna go? I mean, all
Even
you can do is
even
either.
uh even this morning, somebody else came on, from some hedge fund manager, and they asked them, about AI. What does they think about AI? How is their firm investing in AI? Do they think it's too high and it's time to bail out? He's like, no, we're at the point right now where a lot of these companies, the investment is not from outside or out of debt. The investment is from within the company. So when you have that, you still have growth. You can still go higher. Now, once you start getting into debt, he mentioned that it can be an issue, right? So there's so many things, man. It's I'm glad to be a day trader and not have to worry about that. We just need this thing to move up and down. But I don't think people really know, man. I don't think people really have a solid answer,
Nope.
and that's okay with
And
us.
that
It's okay with us.
and that's why I like to be a day trader because they don't have a freaking clue. So that
Yeah,
means I can just trade the patterns and the charts, right? Be cash at the end of every day, and I don't have to worry about it. I don't
yeah,
need to know why things are moving. I just need to know if it's going
exactly.
to move consistently on a very short-term basis that I can take advantage each day, which is why we're here to help you
Yeah,
identify the
yeah.
things that might be moving today. So,
Yeah, and as far as long term, yeah, we do invest in long term stuff. I have 401ks, I
sure.
have all these mutual funds, but that stuff is being managed. I'm not worried about it, right? I think the people that could have a
Yep.
hard time are the ones trying to swing trade, right? If he's trying to swing trade for a couple of days, maybe a week or so,
Right.
and not long term, that could be tough because you don't know where the SPY is going to be in a couple of days, right? We could be back at 600, so I think that could be a choppy area. Day trading, I think you're better off during this time. And long term, you're always going to be good long term, right? Given the history. Swing trading could be a little bit tough during this market, right? I think always could be a little bit tough. There's an inherent risk on there. But nevertheless, friends, let's see what else we have here. This gappers list. I mean, I haven't had anything on my list, Peter. I don't like much that I've seen so far. So, and this list is massive. I'm sure we'll find something, but I want to go to you first. Do you have anything of this gappers list that you like, man? I mean, the whole gang is here.
Yeah, we've talked a lot about a lot of the categories of things, like rare earth metal companies are all over this. A lot of crypto companies are all over this. And then you just talked about AI, which of course always makes its presence known. I mean, I see some of the quantum stocks that are popping up on our list as well. Nothing surprising there. So it feels like a good Monday, right? It just feels like one of these active Mondays where everything's sort of moving and in play. So I hope that's just going to bring volume and opportunity. As to specifically what I'm going to focus on, I mean, I don't know. When I don't know, I go right back to the stuff that I'm most comfortable with, which is AMD, Tesla, Nvidia, although it's gapping down slightly this morning. The PLTR even, right? I mean, although it's probably lowest on the totem pole for those that look attractive this morning. Yeah, I just I'll stick to the knitting there and just see what happens. I haven't found one that stands out, Carlos, that says this is like a in-play stock that I absolutely got to take a look at, where I can get like a fallen angel type play, like I was talking about last week in my webinar. I don't see anything setting up for that this morning. So gonna take it easy, but again, I like the enthusiasm I think I'm feeling in the market. I think it's gonna be a good day. I hope so, anyways.
Yeah. Let's see what else here. So as far as the gap up, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff on here. I really don't know what to add on there. I see Circle of Internet, MP, Coin Hood, you name it. They're all on here today. So, all right, let's talk tech, Peter. Before we get to the gap down, I know we're gonna be watching some tech tickers. I see AMD on the list as well. I'm gonna be watching Nvidia. We obviously are gonna be watching probably AMD if I can type this morning. Nvidia is missing a letter there. There it is. Here's Nvidia. Pretty quiet right now. It's got some volume, 4.3 million shares traded. I mean, always a fun ticker to watch. So I am going to add that to my main list. And then AMD has not been staying behind. AMD has actually been doing some stuff, and I will be watching that one as well. Peter, what's your list as far as the tech goes?
I love where AMD sits on the daily chart. It looks like a good opportunity because this thing either is going to break out the top over 240 and give us a runner today, or it's going to fail. And then we've got like a $20, maybe even $30 worth of movement to the downside that looks to me to be in play. So I like AMD because it just feels like, it could give us good trading opportunities. So I'm definitely gonna be watching it closely to see what happens. It's my favorite for this morning. And then Tesla's a little more sketchier, I guess, just because it's been in this range for, I don't know, like almost a month now. When did it get into this range? Yeah, more than a month actually, because it was the 15th of September when it pulled out into
Yeah.
this range here. And it's really, I mean, it looked like it was going to break up about 2 weeks ago, and then that was the big sell-off day, right, where it sort of spiked to the short-term highs there, but sold right off, and then sort of languishing in the zone. It's been giving good trading. Don't get me wrong, like there's been trading opportunities on Tesla, but I think there's another big day coming. I don't know if it's today or tomorrow or next week, but there's one coming, and I'm just
Peter,
hopefully I'll be here to take advantage.
yeah. And you might be right. That big day might be on Wednesday, right? After the close.
Could be.
Tesla reports
Yeah.
earnings. So your feelings are correct. If you did not remember that Tesla's earnings, right? So you're right there. Could be on that day or the day after. So we'll be seeing something. Jerry actually brought this up to my attention. I had no idea they were reporting this week, since I had not looked at the calendar. And we probably will be going live. Not probably, we will be going live for that earnings, right? Because that's always a lot of fun. So we'll start kicking off our live earnings sessions in the afternoon for those big names like a Tesla, of course. So we'll definitely be having that one on deck. All right, let's see what's gapping down. Let's see what's not making some great news this morning. Let's look at the first one here, down 30%. OLMA. This is Olema Pharmaceuticals. They are down 30% this morning. You can see the big drop here. Very low volume. Flow is 52 million shares traded. But again, this does not look tradable or attractive at all, neither on the daily or on the on the pre-market here. So, Peter, nothing to see here.
Yeah, well, Celcuity, if you remember, was on the top of the Gap Up list because they had positive news on a trial for a breast cancer drug. Olema Pharmaceuticals seems to have the opposite news. They also have a breast cancer drug in trials, not going as well. So they had to release some data from their phase 1b/2 trial, and yeah, it didn't show significant deviation from the placebo, which is not a good result. So that's why they're dropping this morning.
Yeah, so there it is. So doesn't look good for me. I don't like it at all. The next one on here is HSDT, which is a Solana company. Look at this daily. Wow, they're down 20%, 630,000 shares traded. I don't think we have a big enough garbage truck to fit this thing in. This is probably the best we can do, but this is pure ugliness, Peter. My goodness.
They've gone all in because this used to be like a financial services company. They changed their name to Solana Co. You could probably imagine what they do. They are now a treasury for Solana. So basically all they're doing is buying and holding the Solana crypto. And so they've completely tied their fate to the price of that offering. And as we were just talking about a few minutes ago, it hadn't been a good week. With the prices dropping significantly. Solana, this time last week had been sitting around $220. Last week it dropped quickly to a low of about 172. It's now at 192, but like hasn't recovered. So again, for these companies to do well, if you're gonna, say that you're gonna be a treasury for these, the price has to appreciate. That's the base premise, and frankly, the only move they got, right? Is the price has to go up because their model is just to keep buying. So you know what they're gonna do? You're gonna see all the press releases about it's a buying opportunity and they're doubling down and they're going to buy the dip. That's what we're going to see. But that's again, it only works if the price then goes up. So
Yeah, good luck to these this stock. Just looks horrible. We'll leave that alone. And let's take a look here. SUGP. I feel like this ticker we have looked at before. No, maybe not. I don't recognize the
yes,
name. So have
yeah,
we?
we have.
SU. Okay, all right. So they're down to 11.6.
It's a weird one that's popped up every once in a while. We've never done
Okay.
anything with it. Like I don't, because we can never figure out why it's here. There's never any news. There's no analysts following it. It's like a what is it? It's like a security company out of Hong Kong, and I don't know. Yeah, I don't like it. I just don't like it.
Yes. Same. Not good. All right, let's continue with the next one on here. Is going to be DCTH. Our gap down list is just horrible. DCTH this morning down 9.4, 379,000 shares traded. I mean, yeah, this is not tradable. And the float on this 34 million shares float.
Yeah, Delcath Systems. I don't know what the news is today. Late last week, they announced that they had a clinical trial of something called Chopin. It's spelled like Chopin, like the the composer. I assume that's how it's said. I don't know, or it's Chopin. But that was last week, so maybe someone's learned that it's not going as well as they had originally released. But yeah, Carlos, you're right to say it doesn't look good. It's not a good opportunity.
So we'll leave it alone. SMMT is the next one on here. So this morning we are down 9%, 250,000 shares traded. Float on this one's a little bit higher at 115 million, but again, I mean, just look at this, right? Why would I look at this personally? I'm not like what I'm seeing here. Summit Therapeutics.
They're one of the ones with earnings like that. Delcath we just looked at. Apparently they had earnings as well, but I haven't found their earnings data. Summit Therapeutics does have earnings. They basically lost about twice as much money as they said they were going to, losing about 31 cents a share versus their budgeted or forecasted 14 cents a share. So yeah, the earnings play doesn't look active enough to get my interest. So.
Yeah, don't like it. So, all right, nothing coming off the gap down list, friends. Everything there looks just horrible. And again, in our gap up list just has so much in it that it's very difficult to pick out what's really in play. Peter, before we go to the chat, anything else you like that might be gapping down, not on this list?
I think gapping, is this gapping up or down? No, it's gapping up. No, I don't have anything else that's gapping down for today. I did mention that Nvidia is down slightly, but that's just Nvidia. It doesn't mean anything really because as we know, Nvidia can choose to go higher at the open if the buyers will it. So, but
Yeah,
right now
yeah.
it's down. But yeah, that's it.
Okay. All right. And I think you say you might have something gapping up that you like. Anything else?
Oh, well, I was looking at Cleveland Cliffs, CLF. They were the top one with earnings that I was watching for this morning. Interestingly, they missed their revenue estimate, but beat bottom line. Fairly bullish forecast, which they're gapping up quite heavily, like 19% or 18.5% right now. So yeah, a good move higher. Decent volume. Like if you wanted a mining slash earnings play, then maybe Cleveland Cliffs. I've tried to watch this in the past. It's a tough trader. It's a New York Stock Exchange traded stock, so a NYSE stock, which means you got to wait for the volume to come in. It's a little. I just find it challenging. We see it every quarter almost as it jumps up here. I just think now with the news on the rare earth minerals, it might have some secondary benefits. That's actually, I don't even know what Cleveland Cliffs. I don't. That's not specifically what they mine, but what is? I don't even know what their primary. They're a steel company, right? So primarily, so yeah, it's more about steel and steel making. So I just, anyways, it's a maybe, but it's a wild card. It's a long shot.
Yeah, I have it here on my primary list, but really, I'm reminding myself how difficult it is to trade this stock. It's more of a secondary, even how great it looks today. But again, today's our day. 2.6 up 18%. I mean, this is what you want to see in a stock in play. We'll keep it on here since I don't have a lot to watch today. I have Nvidia, AMD, CLF, and then I'm gonna add Tesla, of course. Tesla, another one to look at for today in case we get something going. All right, friends, let's take a look at what you guys like. Oh, I saw someone mention, is that Brian? Brian is in chat. Welcome back, Brian. Brian was traveling last week. Back in chat, I see.
Oh, awesome.
Apple. Yeah, Apple's in play. Apple's definitely in play. Look at it here. It was 2%, 1.3 million shares traded. They normally don't trade well in the pre-market. For the most part, they're very quiet. But today they're definitely in play. Reports of their iPhone 17 doing much better than their 16 did, right? So good start for them. Their basic model too, not the really expensive one, but their basic model doing very well.
I'm seeing that. Like I was a little dismissive, I have to admit, a while back when it came out, but they've released some secondary elements to it that I think are spurring the sales. I mean, we heard Mike in the room here that was excited about it, right? To buy the earbuds with the 17, which gives you the ability for real-time dynamic translation. Not all languages, but they do have some key languages in there, and that's there's some value to it. There's actually something different, which is good, right? Because how many phones have we seen that are just, it's a slightly better camera, or like it's I don't know, it feels like wimpy stuff. Plus, Apple, as we know, in the past has had a little bit issue getting their AI services really off the ground. They sort of lagged the market and the industry a little bit. And I noticed that Google is advertising heavy against them on the AI. That being said, it feels like Apple's doing a good job of catching up. And again, some of these functions that are unique to them, like the dynamic translation, seems to be helping the sales. So
yeah. In chat, we're having a good time. Google's been doing this for 3 years. Everything Apple comes out with, Google or Samsung, whoever has been doing for 3 + 4 years. That's just the way it works. Now, Apple is not new to any of the stuff that comes out. I do have to agree though, when they do come out, certain things, not all of them, they're pretty good. Like the calls with the AirPods. I never experienced anything so good like that, right? As far as the messages, the head thing, and the way it connects, they figure that out pretty good. Google doesn't do that. You could because they don't manufacture headphones that good, right? It's just they don't do that well. But yeah, a lot of the features, Google Pixel, whatever you got, has added out for years. All right, let's see here. So they're in play today. Really like what I'm seeing here on the daily. Looks really nice. So I'll add it onto the list. What else, friends? What else you guys like this morning? So we have Apple. IonQ is being mentioned by a couple of people. So let's take a look at that one. IonQ this morning up 4.2, 1.5 million shares traded. I like the volume, like the gap up. This stock though has let me down a couple of times, man, recently. So let's see. And not that we lost money on it, but I look at a possible play and it just fails, right? So not that we actually traded it, but in watching it, I haven't seen anything great on it. But we'll put it on a secondary list. We'll see if anything comes out of it. AVGO, we'll do two more because we're coming up on 9:15 here, so we got to get to our announcements. AVGO up 1.3, 291,000 shares traded. It's just, this is one of these really hard tickers to trade, man. Broadcom is not for the faint of heart. It's lacks in volume. It can get great moves that you can get $5 out of this thing fairly easy if it's in play in any type of direction. But for me and the way I trade, man, it's tough. I don't have a lot of luck trading this one, and I don't think today's going to be any different because I don't see anything really that explosive this morning on it, right? So we got a little bit of volume here, a small gap up, but I don't see anything that I say, hey, this is a good one for today, right? At least for me. So I'm gonna keep it off the list for now. All right, friends, and one more, the last one, actually two more, because you guys been asking me for these. Let's look at Google since we're just talking about their phones. GOOGL. I see they're not doing much. They got volume 2.2, but they're pretty flat. I don't see what you guys are looking at on this one, what you like. Maybe there's some news that we're not aware of that can get it going after the market open. But right now, I'm not seeing anything that I love. The day looks great. Yeah, I can see the daily here, Peter, doing something. But I don't see anything. You?
No, nothing particular there that looks that exciting.
Send Trader says all-time highs break potential. Yeah, I could see that. I can say we'll have to wait for the market open if that's something that it wants to get going on. Yeah, I can see the all-time highs. Yeah, we broke it on, this would have been Thursday. Had a nice pop out there, broke the recent highs, and today we can move high. But I feel like a lot of things are going to be in that same situation. It could be a good secondary. We'll have to just wait to see what happens. Okay, good secondary, and we'll leave it there for now. All right, let's jump over to, friends, bearwithtraders.com, where you can always see what's happening for the next 2 weeks. Today, as we kick off this week, it is Monday, and we're going to focus on what's taking place today.
Like you said, it is absolutely a Monday, and that's when we get to welcome new members and get everybody ready for the week ahead. If you're a new trader or you're looking to sort of reset your approach on trading, then this is the day for you. We start with our session at noon when Nathan's going to talk about order map and the Atlas tool that we've been using quite heavily the last couple of weeks, ever since it's been released in beta trial on tradingterminal.com. It's a great set of functionality that allows you to visualize market volumes, and he'll sort of help you through that, help you understand how you can incorporate that into your trading. Is it essential? Absolutely not. But it's just another tool that can make the job a little bit easier when applied properly. So he'll focus on that. Again, webinar room for our elite members on that one. And then if all member classes can join tonight for the onboarding class, that's something that Carlos leads at 8 o'clock in the onboarding room. Hopefully you'll consider joining him there, whether you're new or maybe just want to help others. We have some people that jump in every week just to help out the new members, and that's part of the awesome features or things we have as a community. So absolutely love it. So 8 o'clock tonight for that onboarding class. If you want to join us at Bear Bull Traders, go to the website bearbulltraders.com, scroll down, and you can see the different membership options available for you. And hopefully we'll see you in the chat room sometime soon.
Yeah,
let's set some levels here, Carlos. Next order of business.
Yeah, let's get
like you
that
said,
done.
earnings is just starting.
Yeah.
Like I mentioned a couple of earnings today, but yeah, the big ones are coming up a little bit later this week. And thanks for that reminder. Yeah, you can see, right, as he's circling, you got Netflix after the close tomorrow. Not much today after the close or tomorrow morning. Not stuff that we trade, but yeah, it sort of starts Tuesday at the close. And then, Wednesday, Thursday are some big days when we get a number of offerings that should be more interesting, that'll have a little more market movement. So Tesla's probably the big one this week, as everybody wants to know what's going to be happening, with their numbers. Are they on target or not? And that could have a big impact to the overall market, and of course to Tesla stock specifically. So yeah, keep an eye on the earnings this week.
Yeah, a lot of airlines too. We'd love to see how that's going to be given the shutdown that we're experiencing now. But people are traveling and they're not getting stuck. They're it's not affecting the everyday American. So this shutdown is it might last for a very long time, because as long as people can do their day-to-day stuff, it's not there's no pressure to actually get this thing resolved. So we'll see. All right. Friends, let's get some levels in place. We'll start with NVIDIA. First one on the list this morning. Again, pretty flat right now. Has been in the green as high as 185, right back down to 182, and now at 183. So high of the pre-market is going to be 185. We'll put a level there. The low of the pre-market down at 182.57. And then if you look at this daily right over here, you're surrounded by the highs and lows of the last 2 trading days. If we were to break out higher, we got a couple of levels here that can be good for NVIDIA. 186.22, and then right up here we do have an area 187.97. So pretty good stuff there. AMD, let's look at that one again. Daily on this thing looks beautiful. I mean, this is a great day. Look at the way we've been moving here. Look at how big the range has been here on a couple of these days. Yeah, 2 small ones here, maybe 3 or 4, but look how well it's been trading, and now it's setting up, I mean, any positive push, and this thing can really get going nicely. So high of the pre-market 238 on the dot, the low 236.30. Once you do that, you're pretty much set. Highs and lows for the last 2 trading days, which includes your all-time highs here, are doing all the levels for you, so don't need to worry about anything there. CLF is more of a secondary list, but we got the space to watch it today, given how short my list is. So I mean, clearly it's in play. It's all about, can we trade this properly today? Can it give us an opportunity where our setup shows up on Cleveland Cliffs, which again, saying those 2 things, good opportunity on Cleveland Cliffs, do not match at all, because the stock does not trade well, intraday trade well for us. But let's see, today's their day. 1597 is the high of the pre-market, 1206 is the low. Within that big range, you do have a couple of days here, highs and lows for the last 2 trading days within that range. I'm just gonna look at it weekly and see what we got going on here. Let's go further out. Actually, we don't gotta go back too far. Just May of last year, we got some levels there, 1641, and then another great one right there on 1697. Might actually be a 16. Towards the bottom, a very clean daily here at 1526, and then below that, you got your highs and lows. I mean, you're pretty much set. Don't have to add much to this list. Got a couple levels towards the top, some towards the bottom, and we are good to go. Our good buddy Tesla, which is reporting later this week. I mean, they've been just look at this daily. Look how well they've been doing. Recovering nicely from the lows of 160, 140 last year, and this year alone, 224 roughly. And then just look at this, sitting right below that 470-ish area. So a couple of levels here towards the top. High of the pre-market 446. The low is where's the low? Right over here is 441, but you do have your highs and lows creating a lot of support and resistance, and this level seems to be the place that this stock always wants to go back to. Right over here 439, we keep going above and below that, but we always come right back to that level. Let's see if we can break out of that today. 452.50 towards the top is another great level you want to have, and then last one on here is going to be 431.56. Once you do that, you're set on Tesla. And again, looking forward to how those earnings are going to look coming up here. Apple's looking very good this morning, up almost 2%, 257.64. Great level there. Above that, 259.31. And then towards the bottom, a couple of levels here you want to mark down. The big one is 255.24. And then actually your low of your pre-market is the high from Friday. And then towards the bottom, highs and lows for the last 2 trading days. Do not need to add anything else. I think once you do that, you're pretty much set. All right, I see everybody's got their list. I see Brian, I see Andrew, Peter. Take us to what our team is watching, then we'll let them rock out here in our chat room. Hey, Peter, you're on mute.
I'm on mute. Sorry, I'm
There you go.
going to start bottom up. And Phil's semi-heavy here, watching AMD, Intel, NVIDIA. He'll also take a look at Tesla and Apple. Eamon thinks there might be some potential longs for AMD and CCL, one that we hadn't talked about. Andrew's going to be watching Cleveland Cliffs, the one that had earnings this morning. Apple, AMD, Tesla, and NVIDIA. He likes AMD so much, he put it on his list twice, in fact. So we'll see what happens with AMD. Brian, back in the saddle, as you mentioned here, trading live this morning. Going to be watching AMD, NVIDIA, OKLO, Tesla, GDX. Oh, maybe he meant gold. Well, what is GDX? Is that a gold offering? Anyways, gold and silver? I assume that's what it is. Yes, it is. It's a gold ETF. So there you go. A gold and silver. Jared's going to be watching Tesla, gold and silver. So there you go. And then Mike is going to be watching Apple and the scanners. So we got a lot of moderators watching some of the same stuff here. You got precious metals. We're watching some semiconductors. Not a surprise really. So as we get ready for this market open, whatever you choose to do, trade smart today. I think it's going to be a good week, but you want to start the week off with some mature trading, right? Let's not go crazy. And hopefully we can profit together.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, friends, we'll let you guys to it as we disconnect here, and we'll see you guys a little bit later. All right, so chat is off. I see Brian and Andrew about to do their thing. We'll continue right here on YouTube. All right, let's set up 1 minute. 1 minute charts, 5 minute charts at the bottom, and we'll get ready to rock and roll today. So let's see here as we kick off this week. What else am I missing? I think we're ready to go.
Wow, I like the tabs here on Atlas. That's sort of
yeah,
cool.
Right. That makes it really handy. So
yeah, you can keep a couple of things active here. So we'll see. Watch all the semis. I mean, of course, not telling us much yet, but you would expect that.
Yeah. I wonder if they also did the saving of the settings, right? Because that's big. So I'm gonna hopefully do these settings again here, and hopefully they will stay for the next time it opens up. What is this locked to? Was this always here? What is this? No, I don't like that.
Yeah. It's funny how they eliminated a setting.
Is that what it is? I can't find the other number drop down. Okay.
Yeah, there was the one where you show the number of levels. It looks like they've just defaulted to the 30. Remember, you could pick like 20, 30, 40.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that seems to be they eliminated that option. So simplified that functionality, which is good because it seems to have improved its responsiveness.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to keep an eye on these semiconductors. I'm hoping between AMD and NVIDIA we get an opportunity. Cleveland Cliffs.
Microsoft. Here's Microsoft.
I'm just rechecking the headlines for Cleveland Cliffs, and I realized that part of the reason why they popped up so much here is that they announced they're going to be entering the rare earth metals game. So that's sort of like, that's the mining equivalent of saying that you're investing in AI. So it's so no wonder they're up 19% despite sort of mediocre earnings report.
Yeah, that's right. We can still roll. So I'm just rolling on Atlas here. You still roll, Peter, to kind of get more levels. If you use your mouse,
yeah,
you can still do it. All right, pretty cool. All right, let me.
It's just a scroll wheel. Oh, look at that, baby!
Yeah,
That's even more functional. I love it. I did not realize it. Yeah. So you don't need an option for it. You can just dynamically do it. I see. That's cool.
Yeah, that's much better. Yeah.
Cool. All right.
White Cat says, "Let's go short." What are we shorting?
Yeah.
Oh, what are we shorting?
Well, make sure better decide quick because we got a minute.
Yeah. Let's make sure we're on the same page. Oh man, SEC is waiting for us to do some stupidness like that so they can sue us, but we're not. I'm not gonna do that. All right. Let's see, IonQ and Google. All right, friends. 30 seconds left. I got my watch list. NVIDIA, AMD, CLF. Maybe I watched this one today. Let's see. This is kind of the one that sticks out. Like I don't belong here in this list with you, Carlos, but it could be the one. Yeah, it just sticks out like I don't belong here. But
yeah, I wasn't that favorable of it, but I'm liking it a little bit more. So yeah, I think I'll watch.
Looks good.
CLF.
Well, I'm gonna watch it kicking. So we kick off here. So, all right, friends. 5 seconds. Get ready. Patience. Wait for the setup. No FOMO.
Here's the bell.
No madness. All right, let's see what we got here.
Tesla
CLF is
dropping.
a nicey stock. No volume coming in here. I'm wondering what
It
happened to
is.
this one, but I could tell
No,
it's a
you
nicey
gotta
stock.
wait.
Yeah, gotta wait here.
Yeah.
Sorry. In the meantime, we'll look at something else. AMD. AMD's where it's at.
Uh, Apple popping up. Tesla really dropped on the open, but I'll see what it does now.
Mm-hmm.
Nvidia, they're doing all of their bounce around stuff.
They're
Come
shuffling.
on,
All
Cleveland
right.
Cliffs. Cleveland. Okay, Cliffs is
CLF's
getting
got
the
some
volume
volume.
now.
Yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wilney Charlotte, welcome to the Lambos and Garbage Truck, my friend. Good to have you. Thank you so much for joining the family here. We appreciate you. All right, let's see. CLF. Just battling with that high of the pre-market. It's made a new high of the day. Uh, I was thinking short for a sell, but I don't think it wants to sell off. I was thinking 1 minute. Yeah, I think this thing wants to go high. This is breaking the pre-market high here. Uh, this is not my trade, so I won't join it. But yeah, breaking pre-market high, and it's looking rather strong here. So I'm gonna leave that one alone for now. Oh wow, look at Tesla is just. Are you short Tesla, Peter?
No, no,
No,
Tesla's crazy. It's
it's
crazy.
wild, man.
It's
For
bopping
some
up and
reason, I
down
could
here.
see you shorting this spike for some reason on some Brian
No, that's a little too early for me. Yeah.
Yeah. CLF. White nicey stocks volume come in a bit later. I think it's just I don't know. It just takes them a little bit to hit the button over there at the floor, but always
Well,
happens.
yeah, mostly Hem, it's that the market maker model is very different. So market makers are actually a New York Stock Exchange term where they actually have identified individuals who have responsibility for managing the order flow and the market volume on a specific stock. It used to be one individual, they were the market maker for that stock. Now they can have multiple people assigned to do that same job, as opposed to the NASDAQ, which was designed as a digital exchange. So they didn't have people. There are sort of a market maker concept, but it's much more of a distributed function where there's a lot more people that do it and it's all electronic. So that's why the volume hits right away, just in the way that that market maker environment is managed. So that's why you always have to be careful. Sometimes the New York Stock Exchange stock, the volume can hit right away and you're good. Other times you got to wait. Cleveland Cliffs, the volume looks like it happened right in that first minute. So, like we were in and active, but there's others
Yeah,
you can see it. Like just watch,
yeah.
you just watch the stock in the first 2 or 3 minutes, like almost no volume happens, and then suddenly you get the spike in volume, and that's when the market maker has sort of executed their orders, their set of orders. So
I'm not saying anything. I love your friends. Yeah, Apple, see it taking off. That could be a good 1 minute ORB, but you had to be in earlier though. I run closer to 257.
yeah.
For me personally, I don't see myself joining now.
What's
Um,
happening? Wilney Charlotte, welcome to Lambos and Garbage Trucks. Looks like you
yeah.
joined as a member. That's awesome.
All right. So I'm just waiting for a 5 minute ORB now. Tesla might give us a good opportunity
Yeah.
here for a
I
short. But I haven't
I
seen
was
anything I love,
looking
man.
No, I was watching Cleveland Cliffs here for maybe a long, and I don't like the
Yeah.
way it's moving, so I'm aborting on that. I'm not going to take a trade on it. I didn't end up getting
Yeah.
long. I really had thought about it when it had moved down just a couple of minutes ago, but yeah, it's
I'm
not.
gonna Yeah,
I
I'm
don't
with
like
you.
it.
I'm gonna go short Tesla here. I was trying to wait for the 5 minutes, but I don't think it's gonna wait. I think it's just gonna drop
Mm,
because the setup is looking pretty nice below the VWAP. So I'm getting in now. Stop loss
okay.
443.75 ish. Let's see if we could break this 441. Need to stay below the VWAP here. Here's our 5 minute mark. Let's see if we can get the drop going here on Tesla. Love the pre-market is what I would love to get here. 441.11. So let's see if look at that. If I would have waited, I would have had a better entry actually. I would have had a better entry 443. So should have waited. Should have waited. Let's see if we get the drop here. We need that. We need that VWAP to do its job. Do your job, VWAP. Your job.
To your job.
Yes. Don't act like you're shutting down with the government here. We don't need that. Let's see. Oh, that's not good. That's my stop here. Yes, I'm bailing on it. 443.75. Are we gonna fake us out? We hit it. We dropped. Oh man, this is not trading well. So we hit my stop 443.75. And this is trading so bad. I think it's gonna go higher. So I'm gonna get out here actually. I came right to my stop and it's just bounced right off that, but it is getting biased here. So I'm gonna get out. I was hoping that it would just hit it and just come right back. It did a little bit, but it looks like it wants to go long. So if this thing engulfs this here, I might end up going long here, guys. I might flip my position on Tesla, and I think I am. So I am long Tesla this morning. Wow. Let's see if we can get the break. That's a beautiful engulfing 5 minute. So let's see if we can get the continuation here. But that looks really good for an engulfing. So long Tesla after being stopped out short for the 5 minute engulfing. Let's see if we can get 446. I can't remember what's the last time I flipped my position. That is usually not the way I trade, but this looks very good for a long. All right, so let's see, 446. I want to take a partial if we can get there. Struggling. Come on, Tesla, you could do it. You could do it. Oh, no. Oh, that's a shame, Tesla. So here, back at the VWAP. I don't want to go below 443 on this thing. Wow, it's trading so bad. This is pure chop. I should get out of this with a small loss here. It is trading so bad. Now, these 2 wicks on the 5 minute looks like a pure bearish sign. This doesn't look good. Let's see here.
No, it's got a lot of orders at 446, but yeah, this is
it's struggling. So it's right here. It's right above my stop, dabbling with it. Yeah, I can't tell which way it wants to go now. It can go either way. So I'm gonna. If we don't get it back above the wave, I'm gonna bail on it. Tesla. How did everything else trade? CIFK, AMD. Oh, AMD was nasty too. Tesla's trying to hold. Nvidia. Oh, Nvidia was a better play here. Doing an engulfing now too on the 5 minute. So that could have been a little bit better. Apple sideways after the first beautiful candle, then it goes sideways. All right, so let's see. Tesla. Man, what a ugly Monday, friends. What a ugly.
Yeah, I was hoping goodness. For a much better Monday trading here.
So bad, so bad. So bad, so bad. Yeah, I'm gonna get out of Tesla. It's just gonna. I think it's. I think it's gonna go up, but I think it's just gonna chop around way too much. It keeps hitting my stop here, 443. Keeps bouncing off of it. Um, but I need a cushion. I need a good cushion back to 446 here. Mm, it's trying. It is trying. Ah, this is such an ugly trade.
Yeah,
It
it's
might
not
work, but it's
pretty.
an ugly trade. I'll be honest. This is ugly. This is so ugly. Oh my god. Oh, Andrew's in a decent trade. He's in Apple long, 1 minute ORB. Hasn't really pushed up yet, but he's green on it right now. Um, let's see if we can get the move higher towards that 260 will be good. Tesla's so messy. And I'm seeing orders up here on I think it's a long. It's just I think it's gonna might take a lot
I don't
of
know. We got a bunch
way.
of orders at 440. We got a bunch of orders at 446, and it's about
Yeah,
balanced. So maybe this is
but it's
why
not.
we're seeing this.
Yeah, it's not
Oh,
huge
well,
orders though. I don't see like. Yeah, actually 446. You do have a lot up there. 33 dial. Yeah, you have a lot up there. Um, Friends, if you have not tried out yet, Atlas is an amazing tool. So here's what we're talking about. Ooh, that's good. 446. Here's
yeah.
447. So the imbalance on Tesla clearly bullish, right? Clearly bullish. There's more orders up here, so hopefully that can play out in the price action. Again, nothing is guaranteed. Doesn't mean it's gonna be a long, but this is a signal that you know, I'll add into my consideration of sticking around on this one. If we see if we can get 446, 447, see if we can get up there. Got a couple of people at 445, and then towards the bottom, I don't really see heavy orders down here. So let's see. Let's see what takes place here.
Yeah.
Look at Apple's order flow. Apple has so many orders, man. It is just it's not even loading properly right now. It's acting a little weird.
It is. Yeah, so not as good of an open as I was hoping so far.
Uh,
Pretty
this
like
is
you said,
pretty
Carlos.
crappy.
Pretty
Yeah.
yeah, so far. But that's okay. It's still early.
Yeah, it's early. It's
Still
early.
early.
Um, all right, so one loss for me on Tesla short, and then I am now flip. I flipped my position early. I am long. Here's Andrew's trade. Andrew's in a good 1 minute ORB. I think he's in a good situation. I see 1 minute ORB break there. Add it, add it. I'm surprised Andrew did not take a partial here. Maybe he was looking at something else because this is Andrew partial situation right there. But looking good. It's looking nice. Let's see if we get that 260. Looking very, very nice there. Um, and yeah, let's see. Let's see what else we can get. Friends, so we have a deal for this. If you want to see Andrew, right, Andrew and Brian trading live, you can head over to the link we have up here. We have a link. I'm just going to scroll to the top. Right there. Here it is. I'm going to paste it again. But there's this link here that gets you in for $19, right? Try out the channel for $19. And we're on all day long, right? So in the chat all the way into 4 p.m. So there's always somebody trading. There's always a moderator in chat. You can communicate with other members in the community. Some of you guys aren't here, are part of the community already, and you hang out in both places, which is awesome. So thank you for being here as well. But there it is, $19 gets you in. And then tonight I'm having my onboarding class, right? So give you an idea of what the environment's like and what to expect, especially those first couple of months as you get started in your trading journey. So
Ham, you're asking a question how to hold your winners longer. I mean, it depends how long longer is. Are we talking, more seconds, more minutes, or hours? Um,
yeah.
My
Yep.
first piece of advice, my advice would vary depending on the answer to that, but the first piece would be the same no matter what. Set a reasonable target. Understand what
Yeah.
your target is and just wait. You got to wait for the target. The second piece of advice in order to, only to wait for that target is if it's a longer time frame, we're not talking seconds, then I would say set yourself an automatic stop and hands off the keyboard. Watch something else. Just it'll either work or it won't. I love range
Yep.
orders because you can put a range order and say, hey, stop me here. If it doesn't do what I expect, hit the profit target here and then just walk away. Just let it work. If you
Yeah.
know what you're trying to accomplish, just let the stock do it.
Yeah.
But
100%.
but
Friends over
this
on YouTube, hit
Tesla,
that
man,
thumbs up. We're sitting at 222. I'm gonna hit the button now myself. So now we're at 223. So yeah, hit that thumbs up. Really appreciate it. We have a 1,143 people logged in with a couple of robots. I think it's about 50 or so Optimus robots in there. And I don't know if they could hit the like button. I think they might not be able to do that. But if you are human, hit the like button.
Optimus robots.
Really appreciate it. Hey, listen, eventually that's gonna be the norm. That's gonna be normal to hear that terminology. Oh yeah, my Optimus
Yeah.
is picking up the groceries today, or he's picking up the kids from school. I mean, I would never allow that. I
Watering the
never.
plants.
Watering the plants is
Oh,
okay, but I believe that
oh
if you
God, that
have
freaks
one of
me
these
out, man.
things, if you have one of these things at home, you better have a shotgun. Just in case it decides to go haywire, you could blow this thing out of the water. Get a shotgun if you're gonna have one of these things in the house,
Yeah,
just in
it's
case,
got to be
right?
old school and mechanical, right? Just to make sure
That's
that they
it.
can't
It's
they can't
just
crack the code.
if the kill
Yeah.
switch is not working, you make your own kill switch on that thing, right? So yeah, absolutely. But yeah, it's the future, man.
Oh,
It's the future. Um, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's a couple of things I don't want doing anymore. I'll pay 40 grand for that to take care of all the nuances, we got to do. So it's got to be able to fold clothes, though. My wife, me and my wife will love it to fold clothes, especially kids'
Mm.
clothes. Oh my goodness, our kids dirty so
If it
much
can
clothes.
if
It's
it can
unbelievable.
competently fold a fitted sheet, I'll buy one tomorrow.
Exactly. That's if it can't do that, then yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. It's got to be able to do that.
What are we talking about?
100%.
Yeah.
All right. BYND. I saw that earlier moving up, but BYND is such a low price stock now. It's a penny stock to me. So yeah, I saw that earlier. It's up 40%, and it's up at 91 cents. Man, talk about falling from the heavens. This thing, man. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. It's yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't this thing like a
Beyond the
180?
meat, eh? Yeah. Crazy.
It's wild. We traded this stuff, guys, heavily. All right, my Tesla's falling apart here. Look at that, 200 on the daily. I mean, it's just wild. All right, Tesla actually still above the VWAP.
Tesla's still it's got a buildup of
still
orders
above the
at
VWAP.
446.
Yeah, it's gotta be patient. Gotta be patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
does look ugly. Like it's
It's the
ugly, there's
ugliest
no
thing I've ever
question.
seen in a long time. Yeah, it's beyond ugly, like beyond the meats chart here. Look at this, 200, 221. Can you imagine thinking this is the be all end all for the future and just
Yeah.
a 91
There we go,
cents?
Carlos. Maybe now? Maybe
Are we
now.
the
There you go.
hold on.
446. Oh
Let me
my
pay
God.
attention. What am
Can
I
you
doing
believe that?
here?
Oh my God. It hit
Yes.
446
Hold on.
30 and
Right
then
to the
dropped like
yeah.
$2.
You know what? This might go
Wow.
higher though,
That is
man. I'm
crazy.
gonna stick around. I'm gonna stick around. Before above
Wow.
446 is
It took all those orders out though.
would be
Whoa.
nice. Yeah, that's a quick pop. All right,
That was very quick.
come on, Tesla. Oh,
And it
Andrew's in
goes
with me.
again.
Andrew's in with us. Okay, so if Andrew's in, we are in good shape here, friends. The Andrew indicator is in Tesla as well. I'm a partial here, man. Full. Oh, okay. Thank you, Tesla. I want to be easy with the partials, man. I'm usually too aggressive. I want to just let's see if being patient pays off. So partial here as we get over that 446.50. All right, let's see if we can get a little higher. You love TSLL. It's another one you could trade as well. But we're gonna be patient here. Let's see if we can get another move after waiting through this ugliness. I mean, this is ugly, guys. This is really, really ugly.
Yeah, it is very ugly.
This just took.
Here we go. There's the 447.
Oh, there it is.
Took out those orders.
Peter, are you in with us?
No.
No? Oh, wow. Okay. Partial here.
450. There's a whole ton of orders, as you could imagine, at the whole dollar number at 450.
Here's I am loving these tabs. I don't gotta type in so much now. All right, just tap over to Apple, Tesla, so that is pretty nice. So here's our Tesla. Okay, let's see. Oh, hold on.
Wow, there's a lot of topside orders here on Tesla.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go back here and. All right, wow, this is very, very nice, guys. Friends, I know it was ugly, but hopefully you also joined this flip here. My flip was a little bit late, though. I should have been a little more here, but it's working out. 448. Let's see. Tesla for the win today. What is the cost for using Atlas? Is 90. Well, it's not just Atlas, right? But it's $99 to get everything. Tradingterminal.com. I mean, you get the whole shebang on here. It is more than just Atlas, right? Atlas is a piece of it, which a lot of us are very excited about. But you know, you got the scanners, you got the simulator, you got the funded account. Actually, I meant to trade on my funded account today as well. I got a funded account. I signed up. Where's my funded account? Yeah. You should too, Peter. You should have a funded account. Let's trade it. Let's see if we can get the better. Yeah, now look, I'm down. I lost last week. I'm down. I opened up something. I left it open and I forgot about it. But I am down.
Well, that's not a way to do it.
Yeah, it's not the way to go. But let's see. Let's see if we can find a trade here. This is so clean, friends. It is so clean to use. Let's see if we can find a trade. Let's see if we can find an actual trade. AMD, Nvidia. No, we're already in Tesla, so you can't join that. Apple might be a good breakout. Let's go long Apple. So we come in here, we put our ticker. These are tools that we didn't have before. That's not a good trade. I wouldn't do that trade in my live account. I would not do that trade in my live account. So why would I do it here? I wouldn't do that trade on Apple there. So 1 minute ORB. Maybe. All right, friends. Tesla on the other hand, and look how live this is, right? You can go in here, type Tesla. So for $99, you get access to all of this, right? So here's Tesla. Let it load up here. And I am, wow, 449. 449.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Come on, don't pull back. Just go. So here's Tesla here. So all of this, $99. Train terminal, the funded account, you get the Atlas, you get the scanners. I mean, it's really going to become your one-stop shop eventually for everything trading related, right? So if you guys see a VWAP break, AMD might be a VWAP break. I was just going to ask you guys, if you guys see one, let me know. But AMD might be setting up here. I gotta add my indicators, but AMD looks really nice, and I think it's gonna go. All right, let's buy AMD. Look how easy it is, right? Just go long AMD here. All right, here's our order on AMD. Let's see if we can get the break. We got to break green here. We're down $1,000. Let's see if we can get the next couple of days get back. All right, so here's AMD. I'm long AMD in my funded account, and I got 90 days to bring this back up to break even. And I want to see if we could do 20,000 on this account. Then I want to wait for my payout. Just gotta make sure I follow the rules. All right, so all right, so there it is, my AMD. We'll see what that does. Very easy. You could sell. We could do partial 10%. You could change that thing to 25%, 50%. So you could do that. Let's see. Let's see. But again, really nice tools, guys. Stuff that me and Peter did not have before when we started. So definitely take advantage. I was paying $100 just for scanners back then, Peter.
Oh yeah, easy.
I mean, what? Madness, man. All right, let's go AMD. Yes, breakout. Get to at least the high of the day. I mean, I'm in Tesla. Only two partials right now. I'll awfully admit the first one was 20%. Unfortunately, way too much. 10% here. Now I'm being patient. I want to wait to try to recoup some of the. I don't know why I took 20% off here. I was, you know what? It feels too much now. But if it would have done this, Peter, if it would have done this, then I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm so happy I took 20% off here, right? So,
Yeah.
can't have your cake and eat it too. So, it's just the way it is. So let's see. Oh yeah, AMD
Go on AMD.
much
Let's go
easier.
AMD.
Yeah, it's just pushing, baby. I'm in on my funded account. I'm in long. And I'm just looking for a break here of the high of the day, which is 238, or at least to get up there, take a partial. So yeah, guys, if you're on here, if you have the time, and you're not ready to trade live, or you're trading from your work office, which you shouldn't be, funded account is a great way to do that, right? So you're not throwing a lot of money, but you are trading real money, right? You will get paid out if you make money. So, and you're learning, which is the most important thing, is to learn. The funded account is really to learn and feel what it's like to have that pressure of losing money and making money with a little bit of skin in the game. So, oh yeah, HEM, there is a payout. Yeah, if you start the funded account and you have to last 90 days, right? If you last 90 days trading on a regular basis,
AMD. Carlos. AMD.
Oh yeah. Oh, wait, hold on a second. Hold on. I'm gonna take a partial here, friends. Just 10%. Let's just take 10% here. All right, so there it is. Making some profits there. We're up 251. The next one I'm gonna take 25. Oh, with my 25% is fine. All right, so let's see. We're gonna come back, friends. Watch. We're gonna come back. We're up 3. Oh, that's a good pop on AMD. Up 320. I mean, you cannot beat that. You cannot. I'm gonna take 25% off here. I know, but you know what? We have to recover. I want to bring this down nicely. So take some off here. Beautiful. I should have taken that on my actual account. That is a Peter. You take that trade? AMD?
Nope.
Oh,
no.
Peter, you're quiet today, man. What's going on? You need more? You need coffee?
I am.
Coffee?
I'm not just watching for things. I don't see any good opportunities really yet.
Okay.
just trying to find them. I'm scanning. It's just
Yeah.
I think I'm like upset that I thought it was going to be a great open. So far, not so great.
All right, here we go.
But
Oh, baby, yes. All right, so let's take. Oh man, take another. Let's see. AMD is just rocking, man.
yeah.
Um, so yeah, so if you and then right, if you could reset your account. Let's say you blow up, you could reset your account, but then that also resets the 90 days, right? It's got to be 90 days clean, right? So I haven't reset my account. I got like, let's say I'm gonna say 5 days or so as I started trading. So I resetted my account like last week or something. So we should start it now. But I gotta pay attention to it. What I did was I was taking trades and then leaving for the day, and not closing them out because I forget about it, right? So I reset it. I'm paying attention now. I forgot to reset it. I forgot to watch it on Friday. I forgot why I traded, but clearly I lost. At the end of the day, they close it out because it's got to be day trades, right? So, yeah, yeah. No, it's a T. This is a funded account, so this is basically a simulator, but there is a payout if you are able to end profitable, right, above the 12 grand that they give you here. Oh man! All right, here it is. I'm 25%. Yeah, let's take 25% here. So I'm setting another order, another partial. There it is. Filled at 240.17 on AMD. Very nice. Just look at this beautiful VWAP breakout. I gotta add the indicators, but the VWAP is literally, oops, sorry, literally right here. Like if you look at it in your charts, the VWAP is right on there, nicely. So we're right above that. So it's just beautiful. All right. What is the limit of the payout? I believe it's 20K, 15K. I
I
forget
think
the
it's
limit.
15.
15. Yeah. So the limit is
Yeah.
15. Yeah. 15 above what you
Yeah.
make. So if you make, if you make 5,000, you get paid out 5,000. So
Yep.
here it is. And the reset is going to be only as we're still in the beta, right? But eventually the reset will go away, right? So they'll be ready to reset, but
Yeah.
it won't be for free. So I think it's for free still now. Don't quote
No.
me. Go to the
Yeah,
website and
there'll
check.
be a fee for it eventually.
Yeah, there'll be a fee for it eventually. Um, and that's kind of like the projection. The projection is, you know, you start with variable traders, you learn how to trade, learn the fundamentals, learn all that stuff, right? Train the simulator, complete simulator, then go to the funded account. If you can make money there, then open up your account with Interactive Brokers or any other broker that you like. But that's the progression, right? Make money in sim first, risk
You
no
still
money
in
whatsoever.
Tesla, Carlos?
Oh yes, I am, baby.
Carlos,
Yes,
Tesla?
I am. Oh yeah, see it right here. I'm gonna take a partial. My co-pilot is letting me know where we at. Thank you,
Yeah.
Peter. uh,
I'll watch
but
your
yeah,
trades.
absolutely. Partial here. So yeah, trade sim, trade funded account. If you make money in both of those, then you open up your account. But you shouldn't open up your account unless you can make money in a sim or a funded account. And let's
Oh,
see.
here we go
So
for 450.
yeah,
See
man,
if it can do it.
this thing is rocking. And Andrew's in as well. In this. So let's go to chat.
Is he?
Where's the chat room? I have it here. There it is. Yeah. Oh, baby.
Uh,
Look at this. Oh,
he's been
yes.
partialing like crazy on this thing.
Oh, yeah. That's nice. That is nice. Yeah. It's beautiful. Beautiful. So yeah. Tesla delivering today, man. Awesome. I know he was an app. The app will actually end up doing something. Oh yeah, his app will probably did good too. Because he had a good entry here. So yeah, that also popped up. Took a long time, but it did it. So Apple also played out nice. All right, friends. Oh man, what a beautiful Monday. And Mondays are usually not my best days, but today we are adding to the positive column. And I wish I would have traded AMD on my actual account. Because AMD, if you look at it here, right, this is such a beautiful VWAP breakout here. Look at that. Here's the pullback, confirmation candle, and then the explosion. So that turned out really, really nice. And looking at AMD now for another high. I'm gonna take another partial there. See, we're coming back. We're down 1,000 on AMD. We're gonna recover from this, and we're gonna get back into break even 12,000, and hopefully let's see if we get 20,000 in 90 days. We'll trade here as more actively.
What the
Let's
hell?
see if we could get it. What happened, Peter? What you got?
I don't know. Tesla's just it's playing
Yeah, Tesla's
playing hard to get here at the highs.
yeah. All right.
Wow. Wow. Look at that.
Pull back on Tesla. Did you go short, Peter? This will be a
I did
short
I did
place.
go short. I did
Okay.
go short, and I tried to add quickly into it, and I got this horrible fill on the short, and then it popped right back up and then stopped me out before
Yeah.
now going lower. So I'm like, what the heck? That's why I was like confused here, because it all happened
Yeah.
very quickly in the matter of like 3 seconds. So, anyways.
Ash, no, our funded account is for equities. You can trade stocks here. So for equities, so not for futures on this funded account. All right, I'm
AMD.
watching. Oh man,
AMD.
how is my funded account trade better than the Tesla trade? Let's see. All right,
Microsoft pushing higher right now.
Oh, we could. How do we add indicators? All right, Tesla's. If Tesla goes below 447, I might take a partial. I'm not gonna get out, but just take a partial to not bring too much down. All right, here we are on AMD. We're up nicely, and you can see a history here of what you've been doing. I don't know if you could trade coins, ScanFin. I don't think so. I think just equities.
Like crypto? No.
Yeah. Like not crypto direct.
No.
But the Mara and the other companies that are involved, that you could do.
Anything,
Sunita,
anything that's traded on the equities markets. But
yeah. Sunita, so the funded account is $99 per month, right? So if you join the funded account, the monthly right now in trading term is $99 per month. Just looking at Tesla. I'm gonna take a partial on Tesla because we're up pretty nice from my entry, and it's looking rather toppy. Peter, you're still short on this, right?
no, I said I got stopped out right away.
Oh, you got
'cause
stopped
I
out.
tried to
Oh,
add.
yeah, you did.
I tried to add, and I got the bad fill on the ad, and then a spike which brought me back to my break
Damn.
even. So yeah, it was just unfortunate.
Yeah. Let's
Nvidia
see if we hold.
looking like it's.
Let's see if we hold. Funded account, such a weird name for a paper trading account. What would we call it? What would be a better name? Because paper trading, it can be confused for like just sim trading without a payout, right? So
Right.
So that's the problem. When people already know the term paper trading, it's already out there, you know. Be confused. All right, I'm looking at Tesla here. AMD is pulling back. All right, let's see. A free money account. There's nothing is free. There's nothing free, man. Not everything is at a cost. I love it when the guys come knock on my door. Yeah, you get a free. Listen, stop. Stop, 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 stop. You said free? Nothing is free. Don't come with this. You get a iPhone 17 for free. Nothing is free, man. Stop you right there. Don't come into my doorstep lying to me. And you just did. So, no, but it is. No, 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 no. Nothing is free. All right, so let's see. Um, let's see. Wow. I'm glad I didn't take a partial. Tesla seems like it might want to go for another run here. Um,
Yeah, it's tough
this
to tell what it wants
bounce,
to do
yeah,
now.
bounce off the 20. This candle will be important. Can it get the continuation? Mohammed POTR. I'll take a look at it. Prayers are free. That's probably one of the only things that is actually truly free. With great benefits, of course. Let's see. No, it's a lot of stuff that's free, but I'm just debating whether I'm taking a partial here on Tesla or not. And this is why we don't trade CLF. What a piece of garbage. What a piece of garbage. All right, back to Tesla. How to get funded account? Head over to tradingterminal.com, and then once you join up, just go right to the simulator, and you're gonna see at the top it's gonna say funded. Okay, you should be all set up and good to go. So yeah, once you sign up, I think it's just automatically you're placed into the funded account once you sign up for the monthly trial. Which JC Trader, that's one thing that's definitely not free. That's long, painful, and costly are divorces. Yeah, that's yeah, that's tough, man. So yeah, that is tough.
I guess I must have a funded account here. How do I trade it then?
Yeah, man, I'm telling you, it's.
How do I trade it? I don't even
I
know how.
started trading it last week, and I left the trade open. I forgot to go back and look at it, but I'm gonna take it more serious starting right now. And look at it. We're coming back. We're down $1,000. We're coming back. We're gonna get to break even. Here's my buying power right now. And yeah, let's do this. I read a couple of partials on AMD. And
Broker webinars. Where's the link for that? The simulator? No.
what you mean?
How do you get to the funded account?
Oh, just click the simulator,
Okay.
and then it's gonna get you. It's gonna see the funded here. The training account is coming soon, but I got the funded already. Do you see it?
Oh. Oh. I was using it for my I guess I was using it for my webinar the other night, but it
Which was
doesn't seem
awesome,
to
man. Yeah, great webinar.
thanks. Appreciate that.
If you guys haven't seen it, I
But
think it's available on tradingterminal.com as well.
huh. Interesting. Funded. Apparently I've used the funded account. It seems I'm down $56.80. I don't know when I used it.
Well, if you used it for, oh yeah,
But
no, that was replay.
no,
You
because
used.
I was in the replay mode, right? Because
Okay.
I was going back and we were looking at an older day, so that wasn't live. So I don't know. This is I don't I must have used this at some point. I don't remember
Yeah,
doing
you
that.
must have got into a trade without noticing.
Huh.
Um,
Interesting.
and then what they do is they close it out at the end of the day because only for day trades, right? So, um,
Right.
ah,
Market 10. What
you
is
know,
it?
I'm
Is this how
gonna.
many shares? What is it? What is this? Hold on a sec. What happens here?
I think I'm gonna book my. I'm gonna take them more off because I really want to come back, and I'm up 220.
Is this?
Unrealized. So I am going
Oh,
to.
so this is.
Oh, man, let's wait. Let's wait. Let's wait. What do you guys think? Wait on AMD or take a partial now on my funded account? What does the crowd say?
AMD. AMD. Yeah,
Brad
it
says
didn't make
wait.
a big effort to go through 240.
Wait on AMD. Wait, yeah, you guys think, if you
Let
guys
this
all say
work.
wait,
Okay, look at
I'm
this.
gonna partial because usually the group is wrong. More traders are wrong than right. So if you guys all say wait, I'm definitely partialing. But no, it looks like you guys are right. Let's see here. All right. I'm still in my Tesla trade as well. I did not take a partial. It is pulling back from 449. So but it's a group funded account. No, 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 no. Oof, it is. I gotta take a partial, friends, because I really want to come back. I'm gonna. Yeah, sorry, I'm gonna partial here. All right, there it is. Gonna partial. I took 50% off. We'll leave a little bit left and let's see what happens, right? But look at that. We're down 1,000. We're down 1,100, I think, something like that. We're gonna come back. So
Interesting.
let's book that, and we'll leave whatever's left. How many shares we got left? We got 48 shares left. Not much. And actually, if we, if it becomes a long again, we just freed up more buying power. So we'll add. We'll add if it becomes a long. We'll add, but no, I partialed here. I'm not long on AMD. What we did was we went long here, partial. You could barely see the green triangle. Partial, and then we took a lot off here, just in case it's gonna drop. No, you cannot connect it with TradingView at the moment, Sunita. You cannot connect the funded account. That'll be cool. If you connect the funded account with TradingView, and like you could sign up for the membership with Trading Terminal, and then if you want to use TradingView, you could. That'll be cool, but we're not there yet. Everything is just through Trading Terminal.
Yep.
All right, so here it is. Tesla's dropping to
Move down on
446.
Tesla.
Oh
Yeah.
man, this would have been your trade,
I
Peter. You
had the
still would have
I
been
had
in
I
this.
know I had the short.
Yeah,
I shouldn't have tried the ad. Well, I didn't expect the anyways. Yeah, it's a shame. I was in at the right
yeah.
spot.
Yes, yes, yes.
And I can oh yeah, well I don't. My screen, yeah.
All right, let's see here.
That's right. Funny because it was right after you partialed on Tesla that I went short on that
Yeah.
little doji candle.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Damn. Yes, that's a good spot. It's a really good spot. How many shares on AMD?
Almost at the same level.
I can check here. So I took 100. Not even a big position, guys. 183 shares is what I took on AMD. Right, so I just did whatever the full buying power was here in the hotkey. So 186 shares is what we took. Then we partialed up, as you can see here on the screen, right? So the good thing about this is that it's very reasonable too.
Nvidia's gone green. AMD's back at Tesla is back at VWAP here.
Yeah. Still above my entry here on Tesla, but it's looking brutal. I'm gonna take everything off on this. So we're out of Tesla. Couldn't get the move higher, but again, beautiful trade, guys. So we went short. That was ugly. We stopped out. We saw the strength in the 5-minute engulfing. So if you look at the 5-minute, you can see the nice engulfing here. We went long and got the nice little breakout here on Tesla. So beautiful. And I'm still in AMD on the funded account, and maybe we add.
I don't know.
It's
I'm not
bouncing
good
off
at
to
adding,
20.
so I won't advise there.
Yes.
HEM. I don't have a break of high of day trade, so I'm not sure which one you're looking at, but I don't trade the break of high of day. I'm more of a reversal trader. So like when I was trading Tesla, I was waiting for that upward momentum to falter, and then I was taking it short, which it would have worked out great. I would be $4 to the good right now, but I didn't something happened and I
Yeah.
didn't manage to stay in it as usual.
Yeah. White Cat Labs. I see. Actually, I'm looking at Nvidia, but it did the move already, right? And I don't think I would have taken this trade because again, we're just consolidating right below the VWAP. We do get the breakout, the retest, and then the confirmation. But usually, when you consolidate like this, I usually don't get into these trades when it breaks out, right? Because I feel like you just might not get that good continuation. But here's looking really nice. Here's the breakout.
Yeah.
This pullback could have got you though. You could have got maybe faked out on this one because at some point this candle was nice and green here. You could have easily jumped in there and then had to survive this
Oh,
pullback.
Tesla,
You know.
Carlos. Tesla.
What did it do? Oh, I'm out of that. I'm out already. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
All right.
oh no, I
Just
got
making
out at
sure.
VWAP. Oh no, yeah, I got
Okay.
out. It looks so weak here. Um, but now maybe a VWAP breakdown, Peter. What are we thinking here?
Look at Nvidia. Nvidia's running and gunning here. Higher.
Maybe a. Let's see. Here's the pullback on Tesla. Do we want to go short again?
Oh.
I don't know. Let's see what the move tells us. We got 20 seconds of this candle to finish up. Let's see how the next one looks. I love this drop here. This is very clean, friends. This is what you want. And then here's the pullback. 5 seconds to the next candle. Don't do it yet. Um, Here it is. Do we get the confirmation? I'm ready if we do. 445.50 will be our confirmation there. Let's see. Let's see. That might be failing. All right, let's wait.
Market's pushing higher aggressively at the moment.
Yeah, it's um, uh XY before you retrade. Well, the Y is the VWAP breakdown setup, right? So this is my setup, right? The breakdown of VWAP, the retest, and then you got to get the confirmation candle. That's usually our entry. We do have a sell-off downwards momentum right now. So the pattern itself looks good. That would be the reason why. Let's see how Atlas looks on Tesla. It looks good. We got some orders at 443. So here would be our entry. All right, let's try it. So we're short 447. I'm sorry, 44, 44, 47. Let's see if we can get lower. Let's see.
I did go short on this Tesla for the VWAP breakdown.
All right,
I-
let's see.
We'll see.
Well,
I've
Atlas
again,
looks good. Looks in our favor. Let's see if we can
I,
stay below the
I'm
VWAP.
I'm really not confident on Tesla. So once again, aggressive stop at break even.
Okay,
It's just too, I don't know.
that's a tight
I don't
stop
like the
though,
way it's
Peter, on
trading today.
Tesla.
I'm little upset for, I should be short from 449, not
Yeah,
445.
I know. I
But
I know. I know. Yeah, yeah. Let's see. See if we can get the drop here.
all right, so it took me out a break even. I got a
Oh
partial and then
man.
a stop
Yeah,
at break
yeah.
even.
Let's see if we can lose this 444.50. Watching my AMD trade.
Nvidia.
Glad.
Oh, what's
What's up?
Nvidia looking like here? Nvidia, oh, just video was aggressive here. Bunch of orders
Yeah.
at 185, so it might still have some top side. Wow, a lot of orders sitting down way down at 180 too. So
Oh, what a breakout. Nice. What a breakout. Dang, that is a man. You guys take this? That is a beautiful trade. That is awesome. Look at it go. Man. Alright, so I am short Tesla looking for a breakdown of that 445. It's trying. It's trying to break down. Our long trend AMD is trying to hold. AMD could be a long. I could.
it's your funded account. Go for it.
Yeah, I'm mad. I want, but it is. But I want to come back, Peter. I want to come back. Like I don't want to. I know it's my funded
Oh, you
account,
know.
but I don't want to. I want to come back. I want to. All right,
Okay.
let's.
Well,
You know what? Let's just do. Let's play safe. We got 48 shares. We could add another 48. Right, and we don't bring our average up so much. So let's buy another 48 shares here on AMD. All right, here it is. Let's see. Okay. All right. So now we have 96 shares. And if we can get to 240, that would be awesome. 240, 241. All right. So
all
our new
right.
average now is 238.18. Oh, we still got a. Oh no,
Oh,
238.14.
Carlos,
Uh,
managing 2 trades and 2 accounts.
yeah.
Playing the.
Oh man. Let's see. Tesla. Tesla's having a hard time breaking down.
Certainly is.
It's having a hard time. Now is the time, Tesla. If you drop here, come on, baby. Now is the time to drop that 440, 450. All right. Our ad is working right now. Our ad is working on AMD. Tesla struggling. All right, 334 likes. We're just 76 likes away. Actually, no, that'll be 66 likes away from hitting our goal. Our goal of 400 likes. So if you haven't done so already, guys, hit that thumbs up. It helps the channel a ton. It's the only reason why we remind you, because I know I forget myself. So we're definitely reminding you to help us out there. So, all right, my Tesla trade, I'm gonna get stopped out here above the VWAP. We keep trying to break out.
Pull back.
Oh, maybe
Pull
not.
back from it. Yeah,
Let's see,
maybe not.
Maybe not. Thanks, Andrew. Which one? My AMD trade looks a lot better. The funded account. We added here again. So let's see. I'm looking for 440. We're coming back, baby. We're coming back. All right. Let's see on AMD if we can get higher, and then Tesla is trying. But Andrew had a great trade on an AMD too. This was our big trade today. The Tesla breakout. This was the nice trade today, guys. So hopefully you got in on that with us. Oh baby, We are so back. We are so back.
See? See, the ad
Oh,
is great.
let's
Oh,
go ahead.
and Tesla.
We are
Tesla.
so back. And we're,
Both
oh,
your
wait, let's,
trades, Carlos,
yes,
going
yes,
great
yes.
here. Tesla just dropped.
Tesla just dropped 444. Oh, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes, yes, yes. All right, I took a partial on AMD, friends. Here, just took a partial there at the high of the day. And then Tesla is dropping. I took a partial as well on Tesla. Let's see if we could get towards the 441.73. Would be amazing. AMD might qualify as a mountain pass, maybe, but this spike did go higher. So technically, might
I mean,
not. Right? What's your thoughts,
yeah,
Peters?
it's 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 not on a 1 minute because it's too extended. The a 2 or 5 minute, if you want to extend your time frames, potentially. The 2 minute actually looks best, although
The
you
two
could take it
minute?
on
Let's
either
see.
one. Let's
2 minute
see,
here.
240. Yeah, it technically hit the same, like to the penny, hit the
Yeah.
same level here. So yeah, it's not bad.
Oh,
I
still
think
in play.
I think the
Yeah.
I think the problem I've got is that there's still topside orders here on AMD. So,
Mm-hmm.
again, one of the things that I do look for is, I want to see the orders disappear on the level two. And right now they haven't disappeared. And Atlas just, supports that. So I'm worried that this thing is going to spike higher. Like here we are, right back at there you go. So like that, right? That's exactly what I was afraid of. So there's a higher move on AMD.
Man, what a beautiful ad. I think I'm
Yeah,
more
see?
excited on the funded account than I am on my actual account.
Nothing wrong with that.
Oh man. All right, so here we go. Um
Oh, yeah.
oh,
AMD
that
pushing
is
higher.
clean. Yeah, yeah, yeah. 241.50. I'm waiting for the next leg down on Tesla as well. Okay, here it is. Here. MU at VWAP. Let's take a look at some of these guys are bringing. Actually, we could look at it right here. MU. Let's take a look at what MU has here. Today things, yeah, the feel and strategies were on point today. Yeah, I agree. All right, I got a partial here. It'll be irresponsible of me not to partial at least 10% on it. Oh, what happened? Where's my AMD? Okay. Oh, there it is. Okay, partial. Ah, nice, 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 beautiful. All right, we're still up 225 on my 65 shares on AMD. You see, you don't have to trade with a huge buying power, man. You could just trade small, and you just gotta have a realistic expectation that you cannot make, 1,500 on a $12,000
Yep.
account, right? You just gotta have realistic expectations, and I think you'll be fine. And a plan and a
Oh, that's
strategy. I
hard.
mean, yeah, I'm gonna list a whole bunch of things that you have to have, but if we can get this down to 500 today, that'll be great. We'll be in really good shape to bring our account back into the break-even point, and then we'll trade it again tomorrow. And we're not just trading random. Like we're actually gonna trade it right. We're gonna trade it properly with actual strategies. Like if I show you my strategy here, and I'm gonna
Yep.
set up. I don't have on trading terminal on the funded account. I don't have my indicators, but I will add it. But this is what we traded. Let me show you. We're not just gonna be trading random stuff. We traded this VWAP breakout here, right here. This is what we traded, right? So, like if I would have saw this on my actual live account, I would have taken that trade as well because it's just so beautiful and clean. Man, that's a very clean trade. That is very clean. So let's see how it goes. And our Tesla shorts is helping us recover some of the losses from our first trade, which was here, right? So we had one loser today, which was this short. Well, it's a great setup, but Peter, you were skeptical of that short. You kind of didn't like it. You did mention that. But
Yeah.
it was trading pretty bad, and then
Yeah.
it turned out really nice at 950. That's when it actually started trading much better. Oh, friends, and look at this go. So we're gonna be patient here. Let's see if we get 242. Can we do a limit order? Let's do a. Let's sell 20 shares. Where's the price? Can we double click? Oh, we could double click. Where do I change the price here of this order? Oh, I gotta switch it. I gotta switch it, Carlos, from market to limit. Come on now, can I double click? Okay, you can double click, but you
Hey,
can
like
type it
you
in.
learn a new tool.
Yeah, 240.50. We want to sell 20 shares up there. Let's see. Ah, it's a beautiful triangle. Let's go get that. All right, excellent. All right, so Tesla, on the other hand, is trying to bounce. Battling the 20 moving average. My stops at break even. We made a little, not made. We reduced our loss here on this one. So our stops at break even. We're not gonna add to the loss. If we could recoup it, great. But we're not gonna add to it. We're not gonna add to that. And then, oh, look at MU. MU failed the VWAP breakout, guys. MU drop. I know some of you guys were mentioning that one. Peter, did you take a funded account trade yet?
I played around with it with Tesla. Just again, apparently I'd taken one a while ago because I was down $56, and then I made some of it back by just playing around with Tesla on a short on Tesla. It's part of this big
Yeah,
drop here, but no, it's just playing.
yeah. So I see Robbie took his first trade on a PLTR on the funded account. Very nice, my friend. Had a nice trade, a win
Nice.
to start. Okay. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. All right, man. Yeah, sign up, guys. Let's trade. And can we share this? Can I? Oh, we should share. I would love to see a trade, Robbie, on the funded account. Maybe screenshot it and send it to me, email it to me, Carlos at babytraders.com. I would love to see your trades, guys. So if you trade on the funded account, send me your screenshots. I would love to see how you guys are trading. All right, so I got my order up here, 241.50 on AMD. And yeah, it's a great day for the funded account. AMD wants to go. I did not get into Apple. Andrew traded Apple today. He got in for a
You
1 minute
did, yeah.
ORB. So he traded Apple today. I didn't know how he parceled out. I haven't seen that part, but it did break out nicely towards that 10 o'clock time frame. Oh, here it goes. AMD. See if we get
Yeah.
filled. AMD strong today. Third week with the funded account, doing great. Awesome, man. Yeah, send me screenshots. I want to see. Oh, baby. Yes. We see this dropping. We're gonna
Hey.
bring this down. Oh, we're gonna bring this down so good. It's gonna
Well,
be
you're trading
amazing.
AMD at all-time highs here, right? So this is good.
Uh,
This is
yeah. Oh,
good.
we are all time highs. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Let's take a look here on the daily. You could bring AMD on this
I
side.
think it's all-time highs, unless we have to go back
I
here.
We
Because
should
was
be
it
very
higher?
close.
Yeah, no, we did exceed what we had in 2024. So
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
we're up
We
over
are.
that.
Yep. Because we
Yeah,
passed all time highs recently here, so now we're definitely in there.
yeah.
Um, you could do month. Oh, you could do monthly here. Here's our monthly. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Very nice. Oh, we're making part of history on AMD. Okay, awesome. I do love Mondays now. Yeah, I do. I do. Interactive Broker says I don't love Mondays, but I do love Mondays. Getting back to you guys, getting back to trading. I love Mondays, man. Um, Here it is. Fund
So you're saying
pattern.
your account generally doesn't love Mondays?
Yeah, if you know how you run, what's your best P&L day of the week?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Monday's not. It's the lowest one for me.
Okay.
Monday's not up there. Friday's actually not bad. A lot of people say Friday's their worst performing day. But Friday's
Uh,
not bad for me. Yeah.
okay. Yeah, I don't particularly mind. Well, I
I mean,
don't. I
not that
don't
I
have a day
track
of the
this
week that
stuff.
I
Like
hate.
I could care
Yeah.
less. And you shouldn't track this thing because this thing might actually start becoming prophecy if you think about it too much. So don't even worry about it. Just trade good. Yeah, don't even. Yeah,
I like
and
that. Become prophecy. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it'll
don't do
happen.
that. And who sent me an email? You guys, someone sent me an email. They were taking a flight on Delta, and they were actually sitting in row 13. I think it was who
Okay.
was that sent me this? David from Connecticut. He sent me an email like, see,
Okay.
it does have row 13 on Delta Airlines. So so funny. He sent me that.
Okay.
Oh boy. Okay, so here's our AMD trade now on our account. I'm sorry, Tesla on our account. We might be dropping here. Um, and let's see if we get 441.73. Oh, let's go. Yeah, yeah, this is awesome. So this is gonna help our first losing trade. I'm gonna take a partial here just in case. All right, so we had a first loss here. If you missed it, right over here. So this one is helping to recover some of that. We're almost at break even with that trade. So this is gonna make our day very nice. So
All right. Good morning,
yeah.
everybody.
Oh, good morning, Andrew. How are you?
I am
Hey,
good. So I'm here. I
morning.
Man,
shared my screen. Good morning,
yeah, I'm gonna
Peter.
bring it up.
Morning.
Awesome. So just give me
Uh,
1 second. So I'll be back. But I shared my
okay,
screen.
okay, awesome. Brian, how are you, my friend?
Good. I'm very good, thank you. How was your morning? See, someone's trading AMD. Is that Andrew?
Yeah.
He was in
Uh,
that trade.
yes, yes.
Yeah, that's Andrew for
No,
sure.
today I just I took it easy. First day back after feels like I was gone longer than I was, but
For us too. For us too, Brian.
so I traded the SPY. I just
Nice.
traded this 668 call options when we started to break out at the open. We broke through the pre-market high, and I got a nice move on those calls. So it was just I just did an options trade this morning, um, and I did do a short um, on IONQ. Or, so quick scalp on that. But that was really just the SPY trade was all just one and done today.
Nice. Nice. Yeah, I'm short AMD right now from all-time highs, of course. You would
Of
expect nothing
course.
less of me.
Absolutely not. Carlos, did you take a trade this morning or?
Yeah,
Yeah,
to a
he's been
couple.
trading like
Yeah,
crazy.
like a man.
Hmm,
But
trading
I took a Tesla
your
short, got stopped out on that, then went Tesla long. That was the big winner, and now short Tesla. So
nice.
two winners, one loser this morning, but
Okay.
pretty good. Yeah.
Tesla's really trying to
Yes.
hold this pre-market low by the looks of it right now. Um, it's bounced off there twice,
Yeah.
and that's pretty close to yesterday's or Friday's high. So it's probably an area where I'd expect to see some support. Yeah, AWS is down this morning. I guess they had some hacking issue.
Hmm. Was it hacking? I just heard that there was an
Um,
outage. Is that what caused it?
yeah, there was. I think this was the. I think it was. No, maybe it wasn't. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. There was a company called FI or F had had some hacking issues. I'm maybe with the AWS. Maybe Amazon's not sure what's going on, but they're definitely having some issues right now. Wow, spying queues are still going here. Why is Amazon not going down? I guess. I mean, if you look at the daily chart, it's at an area where it should see some support. It's really pulled back a lot. It's probably getting a bit of a bounce today. I think people are looking through this issue that Amazon's having with AWS. They're just looking through it, thinking it's you know, it's going to get resolved quickly and it's going to be forgotten.
Mm.
Hmm. Well, Amazon stock is not suffering
It's
today.
yeah, yeah. It's not like the SEC is opening up some kind of investigation into something serious that's going to go on for you know months, if not years. With this is kind of something that'll get resolved quickly. So it's not having much of an impact on Amazon. And like I said, this 212 area looks like a pretty solid area for some support on the daily chart.
All right, good morning, everybody. Sorry, I just needed to go somewhere. Okay, Apple is breaking the all-time high one more time. So congratulations to all the bulls on Apple. So I'm getting out more on Apple here. Ooh, look at that. Weird price action.
All-time high. All-time high.
Hmm.
260.
It was Tesla's looking like it's going to fail here.
262.
So how are you guys on YouTube?
Good? People good? Answer the man. Oh,
Peter, how was your daughter PhD defense? Did she got her PhD?
she did. She is
Nice.
officially a doctor now, so she is Dr. Donnelly. It's very
Oh,
exciting.
congratulations.
Dr.
Yeah,
Donnelly. That's got a nice ring to it,
yeah,
doesn't it?
it does.
Doc-
It
Dr.
absolutely
Donnelly.
say
does. Yeah,
say congratulations. Send our congratulations to her.
thank you. I shall.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty exciting for her. And it's funny because she was saying, my God, like she says, I think I'm a different person now because she was so stressed for the whole process. You know, when you don't realize how stressed you are until suddenly it's all released. And she's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
I'm so relaxed
Exactly.
now,
Until
you
it's
know,
over, and
until
the
it's over. So yeah,
weight gets lifted from your shoulders.
exactly. So, so yeah, so pretty good, relaxing weekend for her. I was at a charity event last night. Actually, a pretty cool event we were at. It was a battle of a bartender battle where they were making non-alcoholic drinks. So on a Sunday
Hmm,
night, we went to a bartender battle. Four different bartenders where they get up on stage and there's a big camera and they explain their drink and what they're making and how it works. And we all get to taste in the audience and vote on it. And it was pretty cool. The proceeds were being donated to one of the charities I'm on the board of. So I got up and did my little speech, and then we had
nice.
the event, and a nice event. Pretty cool. So yeah. And of course, the Blue Jays won last night. A clutch game. Now
Yes.
they have to do it. They have to do it again tonight. We'll see what happens. Unless
Yeah,
you're in Seattle, of course.
this is it, eh? Do or die for one team
Yep.
or both teams, I guess. One,
Well, one team goes on and one team doesn't. So, yeah.
yeah,
Here it is, Peter. She looks very happy and content
Oh, there
here.
she is. Oh, yeah. Look at that.
yeah,
Yeah, there you go. There she is. So there you go. That's her thesis title. You can see the cover page from her thesis. So,
Wow,
and
beautiful. Yeah, well,
yeah,
congratulations, really.
thank
And
you.
when is the convocation? Where it's
That doesn't happen till the spring, so yeah, that'll be in whenever it is, probably March, April, I
17.
think.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, so today was a pretty good day for
hmm,
me. It was very difficult to get some clean breakout at the open, but eventually AMD did a very nice one. For those of you who are seeing my screen, um, I can show you what exactly happened and how. Um, So AMD, obviously the market access was pretty bullish on it, and it was near all-time high. So there were two important level here, and you have to put it on perspective that all-time high is a very important level. And I really like the daily chart on AMD. The market access was super bullish, and I went long for opening range breakout, and it did come down below the VWAP and then suddenly squeezed back. And this is a very nice indication that we're gonna do the breakout. So let me show you here. So this candlestick specifically was very bullish, and this is the one that these squeezes are the ones that you really want to see for something that is already up near all-time high. So I went long and I added more on that. So I said, okay, this is amazing. We're gonna get the breakout, but it really dropped out and I got to stop that. And this is something that kind of happens most of the time. This kind of indication is amazing. You can go very heavy on that, but in this particular case, the algos won, and that happened. And then later, what we happened, I actually did recorded the recording as well. So for Market Atlas, so we're gonna post it on Education Center. So it did drop down, fall down, and then as soon as it came back up, and I said, well, I'm going to take another step on it. Went long, partial, and then I added more. And really, as you see here, we partial all the way up, and then I added more again for break of two all-time high of the 241. Obviously, the Atlas is super bullish, and helping us to hold through this pullback. And then, as you see, boom, break of all-time high, and now I still have more orders at 243 that we're going to get there. So I don't have a lot of orders left. I only have 871 shares left, and I still have 3,000 shares of Apple. Same thing happened with Apple as well. So Apple was near an all-time high, was super strong. So I went long. And this one, I held it for a very long period of time. And, it's pretty impressive at myself that I actually held it so much, but never really lost the VWAP. So I'm going to get out actually a little bit more here. So never really lost the VWAP. So it was much easier to hold the Apple because really never did a false breakdown below the VWAP. So as you see here, this 260.08 was a all-time high, and then very beautiful breakout.
Yeah, pretty amazing morning here. Nice breakout on the SPY and the Qs.
Yeah, it was amazing. Like
So
IWM is really reaping the small caps really strong. SPY's up
yeah,
now 1%. So really nice. We're really going back to all-time high.
yeah.
Lovely.
So if you caught my swing trade video that I did on the weekend there, you seen we had that big sell off a week ago Friday, and then last week we kind of traded inside that range, and actually kind of made a bit of a pennant there. So I was looking for a break either through those trend lines to the upside or downside. So clearly, um, bias was to the upside, and we're looking like we're heading back to that high, retesting that high that we made on the previous Friday before we had the big sell-off.
Yeah. So Mohammed Hussein is asking in YouTube, how can I see my performance in the funded accounts? This week, we're going to launch the journal tool for all the funded account traders and simulator traders in trading terminal. So you can actually see your performance, starting getting everything in there. So I think probably in a day or two, we're going to launch this. And Market Atlas is obviously is one of the most important components of our trading right now. And it's included in Trading Terminal. It's a very nice visualization of the level 2 and order flow by market makers that help you to make decision if you want to go long or if you want to stay out of the trade or you want to go short, and what are the targets, the profit targets that you can actually expect when you are in a trade. So I use it very nicely. I used to use the level 2 on task, but this is more like a visualization, it's a graphical visualization, and our brain is obviously trained to look at the visualization, graphical visualization nicer than just the price levels. That's what the candlestick is. Candlestick put the price and time in a very nice graphical visualization. If you want to trade based on that, I know Thor and Nathan are really trading it, and they're really good educators as well. Nathan has a program that it starts in 1 hour in webinar room that we're going to go. I'll be there as well. So we're going to see how we actually trading based on that and how we use this new tool for that. We're going to add the futures, ES and NQ as well in there. But remember that ES and NQ are driving the ETF of QQQ and S&P 500. So they're kind of the derivative. The S&P 500 and QQQ follows the futures market. So to some extent, you can use the order flow of S&P 500 and QQQ as well, but they'll be different. Yeah, so Talgat is asking a question that all the trades that you are already in there since August is going to transfer to your journal when we launch that. Nice, Kyle. Yeah, $50,000 in your funded account. Congratulations. Well done. Well done. Well done, Kyle. Lovely. All right, guys, I'm going to hand it over to Thor and Nathan. And it was great. So it was a really profitable day for me. So we are sitting down in the very profit. Market is really strong. And it was really nice breakouts happening. So pretty good. All the best, guys.
Yep.
Awesome.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you, everybody. Hey, see you guys. Thanks for the warm transfer there, gentlemen. Hello, everybody out there in YouTube. Good to see everybody. Hope everyone had a great trading day. Looked like Andrew was doing his normal thing. And I must admit, Nathan, before I get into shilling for likes and shares and all that stuff, are you not like in love with watching Andrew using the visual order book?
No, dude, I love,
Is it not
I
amazing?
love, because I'm getting a video ready for one of his trades that he did a couple weeks ago, and he's holding longer. He's not taking partials every, like 10 to 20 cents. I
I'm
noticed that he's
saying.
holding for those bigger targets. I'm
Did
like,
you see
look at
his
what
hold on his
happens.
entry when he got in today? In Peak
Yeah.
Capital, we isolated that AMD's order book was quite strong. He ended up in Apple, but I noticed he was holding in Apple for a really long time without getting out. And I think seeing that bullish intent on the order book,
Hmm.
let him hang on a little bit longer. And sure enough, man, what a great day. Unfortunately, I'm having a very, not a bad day. I had a RTY long I took off of S3, which worked really nicely. And then I was adjusting my stops and accidentally killed the stinking trade at about 2R. So, anyway, but we're starting to sell now on the ES. We're right near ATR high and we're near R4. So we are in the selling range of where we're expecting to start selling from on the market, everybody. So if you're looking for a rollover, we're probably in the right spot to start getting an idea about that. So we'll keep an eye out on things. But yeah, I'm excited also for those futures to come in. But Nathan,
Yeah,
my
I
friend,
knew you
how
would be
are you, man?
excited if you heard that. I'm good. I'm good.
Missed you this weekend. I know
Yeah,
you had the vid,
the
so you
vid.
couldn't travel. So missed you, but we had fun at the Money Show. Shout out, much love to anyone who came by the Money Show. It was fun seeing a few of you. T Trader held Tesla this morning to 5R, no partials.
Were you using Atlas? Let's see. Wonder if he's using Atlas.
That's how you
That's
do it.
awesome, man.
That's how
Great
you do it.
job. But yeah, I mean, go back and look at some of Andrew's trades, especially his live trades, and see how his trading has just kind of inherently become different.
I mean,
Completely. He's just
I'm just
waiting.
saying. I'm just saying.
Oh, nice T Trader. He did use Atlas, so
Yeah.
awesome.
So as y'all know, years now have Nathan and I been using a visual DOM to give us an edge into trading. I used to use DOS's level 2 and actually started using DOS's level 2's order highlight feature in order to isolate larger orders and to see blocks to the top side. But then when visual DOMs became available, it was an instant love fest, right? Now Atlas, we got our own visual DOM, it's like, let's go. So, and it's getting better and better every day. And for YouTube, I don't know if everyone's aware, we do have tabs now. So if you go to the top of if you go up to the top, you can actually open multiple tabs. I think you can have up to 4 at a time, so that you don't have to constantly switch symbols back and forth. So ta-da, you got tabs. So it's like every single week, it's like Christmas. We got new stuff coming out. How fun, right? So I agree, Alex. I agree. You got your first payout, Harb. Nice. Dude, that's always great, man. Atlas,
Nice.
not yet on the futures, Maxwell. We are working on those tie-ins now. We are, the longest line is like the first of the year. The shortest line is any time before that. So we're kind of working on trying to figure out like which one, hopefully we'll get there. My screen share is not working out. Okay. All right. The tabs are right here. You can see them up at the top. Where do I learn to trade like this? Right here, obviously. So Kat, let me give you a little bit of a introduction since you're new to the BBT community. All right. The guy next to me, which I think is, see this way? Oh no, wait, no. We switched to a different view. He's this way. Hey Nathan.
Right up here. Hey.
Hey.
Hey Thor, how are you?
So this guy down here, that's Nathan. Nathan is the dean to my Sam for any of those who understand the supernatural reference.
Best show ever.
So basically we are we're kind of the 11 to 12 segment is kind of like variety hour that I kind of do. So I'm here every single day from 11 to 12. My name is Thor Young. I am a author of the book that just got posted. Hey, good timing. A complete day trading system. And so yes. And then I've been a member of Bear Bull Traders for the better part of a decade. I've been trading for the better part of a decade, and I'm, I don't suck at it. We'll just go with that. And then Nathan has been, like I said, a longtime buddy of mine, one of the best order book readers there probably are right now out just across the market. He does all of our general stuff. Amazing technician, baller ass trader on top of it. So,
Thank you.
Yeah,
I had a great teacher.
he did, in fact, which I will take. This is the thing I'll take the credit for. I did kind of kick ass at teaching for you. So, no, I'm kidding. So the gentleman that were on here before was Andrew and Brian. Andrew is our GOAT, like our boss, like the man. So if you've read How to Day Trade for a Living, obviously he's the author of that. He also recently authored some new books. I forget the title. It's very similar to titles of other books. Just kidding. It's trade book. And then Brian Pesum is his co-pilot. That also flies with him most of the mornings. Brian Pesum, you will hear him being referred to as the prophet of profit, because he, so what I found out, which a lot of you didn't know, is that in Harry Potter, how Hermione has this little spinny thing, and then it allows her to go back in time. Well, I didn't know that Brian has one of those. I was always kind of wondering, like how does he always seem to know the direction? What I didn't realize is he's actually using magic. So, who knew? So, but anyway, so you're reading your book currently, Time Turner. You're reading your book and currently chapter 4, and I saw a photo on the exchange for. I really want to wait for you by selling. Yes, buying, selling indicators coming out soon. I'm actually on what will be the public release version right now, and I'm betaing it now. So it's going to be coming. So, but yeah, so that's a lot of that. And now, obviously, we're kind of the public-facing side of Bear Bull Traders. So there's obviously Bear Bull Traders, the community, and if you go behind the paywall there, then you start running into, we have amazing moderator every Wednesday. Sorry, I forgot. Make sure every single Wednesday, Kat, you come by. I have Dr. Vanessa Charland. Dr. V comes on every single Wednesday and does trade psychology, mindset, hypnotherapy, like all kinds of fun stuff every Wednesday. So I got a little bit of something for every day. So, but behind the paywall, we've got Dr. V and her courses. You've got Nathan's courses, my courses. We've got Megan in here, who's a baller long-term trader plus options. We have Brian, who does options. We have Jared, who does options and equities. We have John, who does breakout strategies. Carlos, who does ORB strategies, as well as runs the pre-market show. We got some peeps, right? Peter, who is basically just everyone's dad. And maybe Andrew's dad someday from the conversations that he keeps. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, if this feed gets cut, that's because of that.
Oh, that's hilarious.
I'll be right back. Hold on. Oh my God. I made myself laugh. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No, that was pretty good.
I got myself on that one.
That was pretty damn funny last week.
I think I'm funny. But that was just one of those ones that got me. Andrew was totally talking about Peter's daughter the other week or whatever, and I was just like, "This is getting interesting."
And for people just to know, like the moderators and really the community, we're all really one big family,
right? Yeah, exactly.
So what you're seeing here and what you see with Andrew and Peter and the joking around stuff, that's literally how we are when we're all together.
It's genuine.
So Peter doesn't take it like personal or anything. He laughs because that's what we do. We joke around, we give each other a hard time sometimes, and And it's all genuine. It's just all genuine what you see.
Yeah, it's a fun time. Oh my God. Oh, I'm still laughing. Oh,
Yeah, that's why
I
you
need to
guys need
reset
to
it.
come to the next summit or the next meetup.
Magic isn't real, astrology is real. You know what? I'm gonna agree. There was a time period a long time ago when I was like, this astrology thing, there's no way this can be like a thing. It's like until you like start like doing it, it's like boom, there it is, right? So dad or daddy. Well, so Nathan, we actually call Nathan Big Daddy now after his
Yeah.
most recent trades. So when is the next meetup for BBT? I think the next large gathering for BBT is going to be in February, and it's going to be in Vegas. I'm not sure if it's going to actually be a structured meetup, although I think there could be more of a structured meetup there if enough people like decide to come. I know Andrew's going to be there. I know Nathan's probably coming, right, bud?
Yeah.
I got
If I
invited
don't
to
get the
speak
vid.
on I got invited to speak on the Money Show again, which was really exciting. By the way, thank you for asking. Money Show went great on Saturday. I really appreciate it. Had a lot of fun. So, but we might try and I'm gonna speak on Money Show again. We're talking about doing maybe a live trading session in there and all that stuff. So we'll keep everybody posted on, tune into the YouTube channel as I get information. We'll make sure to we'll broadcast it, make sure everyone's aware. Um let's see here because we would love to have you. Oh yeah, T Chad, solid point on the likes. We have like 700 people in here and less than 400 likes. I just don't think this is okay. The one that was in Orlando, Kat. I'm also think I'm speaking in one in Sarasota in December, and then I'm gonna do Vegas in February.
Okay.
So it's my tour de money show.
Big timing, man. You're a big daddy now.
A career that finally pays me to do what I do best. Talk. Okay. Is Apple still bullish? Apple is still a bit bullish, but I do believe it has bearish intent where it has not had bearish intent. I do think the market overall looks like it has rolled over and it's starting to sell fairly well. You can see here we've on the buying and selling detector, we have lost the zero line here, so we are officially selling, although not really aggressively. You know what I mean? But we're certainly selling more than we're buying. So for me, yeah, that's kind of where we are right now.
Yeah, we kind of just stalled. Not really getting anything.
It's not high enough for me yet. I'm still waiting. Like, so I had one trade today that I took because we got a call out on RTY. And it was a lovely trade. I got into it here. And then I was adjusting my stops and accidentally exited just in some random spot, like right here. I'm like, stupid. And it was a full target. It would have hit. So anyway, I'm not taking any more trades just because I don't have a good setup. And it's obviously we're almost all the way back down, but like I don't feel comfortable. If we got a little higher, I'd be willing to short ES. So Sanita, that is the buying and selling indicator detector, or as we call it, the BS detector. So what this basically does, it's a VPA tool. So it's basically like anti-cooling on your computer. So it reads the buying and selling in the market and actually gives you a quantifiable number on whether or not you're buying and selling. So you can see at this point we were heavily buying, but you can see where the selling began. And then you can see here as we re-offered and moved back up, you can see how our selling stayed low and stayed under our selling line. So that's kind of what we're looking for a consolidation point. And then as we move lower, you can see the selling's coming in. So it works.
Yeah, we need to.
Available soon, coming soon. To an indicator near you. It is not available yet. This is the public release version that you're seeing on my chart, which we just activated this morning. So I'm beta testing our public release version. So once it's ready, I'll let you know. So, but this is it's a completely unique tool. It's not like CVD or anything like that. There's nothing like it that I'm aware of in the market as far as, I mean, there can't be because I literally made the thing up. But I mean, you never, it's made up of stuff I've never heard of done before.
Your brain baby.
It's my brain baby. The webinar today, for anyone who is looking, is Nathan's, and it's going to be directly after this. So it's at noon in the Nathan every Monday at noon. Nathan does a book map. Sorry,
So it'll be
Atlas, Visual DOM, old word. Get out of there.
Yeah, it'll be right after this, Alex.
He does it on the Visual DOM, and he does that every single Monday. He goes in there and he does the visual order book. He teaches classes. He also throws some VPA and some structure stuff in there also. So what application should I get to see all the live trades? Define all the live trades, like from Bear Bull Traders, Cat, and like everybody like that, or do you mean like if you want to see like Andrew's live trades, all you got to do is come to YouTube from 9:30 till whenever, whenever he's on, like 11 o'clock. So if you want to go to the webinars, that's in bearbulltraders.com. Yes, Atlas settings. Let me zoom out here and you'll see them. Doink. Actually, there haven't been a lot of alerts today. So far, we've only had a handful of alerts, but most of them were pretty decent.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can lift and get a little bit higher in here. Oh, did Thor leave?
Nope, I'm still here.
Oh, okay. Sorry. It looked like you looked like your screen was paused. It's like we lost him.
Oh no, that's just my thinking face. Oh, nice. We got a little humorous merci.
We
So
gonna lift and get up to the spot.
Microsoft has a short call right now, which I kind of like how this is. We almost started selling there. How's our order book look on Microsoft right now? Actually, has some pretty good size orders to the downside near the price. We're still buying too much though. No, we're starting to sell. The short here would have to go all the way to the CP for a target, but I could run above high of day, and that should make that work. There's this one really big order to the top side, but it doesn't seem like that's what it's interested in. And we're bringing in some pretty solid orders to the downside now. Like you can see here, we're kind of empty. Well, now it's glitching. Hold on. See if reloading helps. Microsoft's a little glitchy. Is Microsoft glitchy for you? Maybe if I do different aggregate.
Bring it up. There's a spike. I think Apple and some of the other ones are better though. Yeah, it is glitchy.
Yeah, it's a little glitchy. Well, I mean, if we get lucky, maybe the ES will do like one more lunge and we can get up to R4.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm sitting here just kind of waiting for. There's a rejection on the NQ. Why can't it put in that candle a little bit higher?
I know.
Don't do it now. Come on.
We'll go over and take a look at Qs.
There we go. Come on.
Let's
ES
get
needs to
up
catch
here.
up a little bit.
I know, it's like, get up here already. Oh, let me get back over to the chat so I can see. Seeing a lot of alerts in the bullish market. Yeah. So no, so it's not alerts, by the way, ALDC. It's not a lot of cam alerts because of is that by design to catch reversals. Cam alerts just alert when they alert. Like it's not, cams aren't really about bullish or bearish markets. They're all about value. So we're not really, like, when we're thinking about this, like I'm like right now I'm in a, there's selling ranges and there's buying ranges. So right now we're in a selling range, for instance, on Microsoft. I'm under R4 on a higher, wider range. So this is a really nice area to look for a sell. The market's almost always bullish, by the way. It's very rare that you're going to actually trade a quote unquote bearish market. Most traders will probably go 2 to 3 years in between trading anything that resembles like an actually bearish market. I don't think any trader that I'm aware of within my circle has actually probably even traded a real bearish market. I mean, I think we had like some momentary moments, like when COVID hit and some other things, like, some other little moments like in there, but even those were so short-lived. It would, because you got to remember, like 1 month or 2 months is not a market. You know what I mean? A market is something that lasts for a while, right? And 1 or 2 months is not a while. So yeah, so just kind of keep that in mind. Yeah, new version of the cams. I'm in the beta on that as well. So hopefully very soon. You can see here we actually have the CPR drawn. And we're actually utilizing, we've augmented some rules for better performance and better calls, including getting rid of the ATR requirement. So on the calls, which should help us avoid not calling calls that should call during expanding markets. Hey, Gonzalo, what's up, buddy boy? How are you doing, man? Life good? You're looking at
Here's
Microsoft
another.
at a nice book to 252, a nice VPAR for I'm on a short 250 scare me. Yeah, I mean, I'm with you. I mean, if the order book's really bullish, it makes it hard to short. And it is fairly bullish. You just have to remember it's always bullish on tickers like these. So the question is really, like, are we, do we have enough, have we exhausted our buyers or not? You know what I mean? Do we have enough buying to actually buy the orders that are above us? You know what I mean? So like right now, I'm actually seeing orders starting to come in at like 516, although it's a little hard because we're glitchy on this one. But yeah,
We're getting some exhaustion here.
AMD's bringing in orders near the price to the downside also.
Yeah, we're getting some exhaustion here. It almost looks like it a little bit.
Just
Let's see what happens if we pop
little
up.
higher.
Yeah,
Get up here.
not here, not here, here. Not so much here, Thor, or right here.
Or here.
Right
Or
here.
here. Or here. Our rolling is staying fairly neutral right now, so the
Yeah.
movement up we're making is very, very weak. Microsoft didn't call on your TV because there would have been an ATR violation if it called. It called on mine because mine has the ATR requirement removed on the new version. So I'm on a beta version. So so this is why. But we'll see if that's a good thing or not, right? Maybe that it doesn't work, you know. So that's why I'm doing beta.
See how we offer here on NQ. Okay.
Here we
That picked up
go.
volume. Does it hold here? Or is it flush?
Why do I go for 4R instead of a full traverse? I do go for a full traverse sometimes. If you look at my IG from Friday, I did a full R3 to S3 with a full contract of NQ. But I went 4R on one of the contracts and then hold the other one for 2R. That worked quite nicely. So there are sometimes I do that, but for the reason I go for 4R most of the time is it's just more statistically viable. When I run through my stats, what I have found is that my hits on 5R are significantly lower than my hits at 4R, to the point to where it just doesn't really make sense to hold. The amount of time I stay in a position versus, what I get out of it, unfortunately, just doesn't match.
Yeah, we rejected.
Starting to sell again. That last buy attempt was stuffed. Oh, wow. If it doesn't get up there, we just can't do anything with it. That's all there is to it. So if you go for a full traverse, if that would equal out to, say, 7R, would you move the stop loss to 4R? Maybe, Gator. That sounds good. I wouldn't be against that idea. I think once you've gotten over 4R and it's moving in your direction, you should try and capture it. I wouldn't be up for letting it much go otherwise. I'm liking Microsoft more and more here. Its topside book's really starting to have some struggles. And the Qs are trying to sell again. Like the VPA definitely is starting to read like we're gonna sell soon. So I don't know if we're ready yet. God, man, I just want us to get a little higher, but nothing we can do about it. Nice, Gonzalo. Did you get into Microsoft, Gonzalo? Yeah, Ross, I'm on a dev version. Or it'll be the new public release version soon.
You think that might have been our up thrust?
Yeah,
Our
I mean,
VCAD for
I don't
Qs?
know. I didn't see the sell response wasn't very aggressive. It's being a little squirrely up here.
Yeah, it's just not lifting. There it goes a little bit, but
Still squeezing a bit. It hasn't given up yet. The volume's staying insanely neutral right now on Qs.
yeah, it's just that the ask is Just getting a little bit of buying and then it just drops as soon as the buying link stops. There
I
it
would
goes.
say that we seem to have slightly exhausted our buyers, right? What we have not found is sellers, right? So that's the big thing, everybody. You have to understand that there is a difference between not having buyers and having sellers, right? Right now, we're finding selling for sure. I mean, there's definitely lots of selling happening in this area, right? But we're not selling, you know what I mean? And I know that's like kind of a little bit of a grammar twist there, you know what I mean? But it's very important to keep that in your mind as you're looking at these things. You ask yourself, are we buying or are we selling? Apple nears 4 trillion market cap. Good Lord.
Yeah.
Wow. Look at Apple. Look at the volume hit on Apple right at monthly
Jeez.
R3.
That might be what's holding everything up at the moment. You think ES would be trying to break the high of day 2, though.
How can there be selling without buyers? The market maker, Tim. There's always a buyer if someone wants to sell on market, right? Monthly R3. So the market maker or the specialist has a unique role in the market, right? It is their job to facilitate relatively instant transactions, right? So if you throw a market order into the market, that market order gets filled, right? Now, it doesn't get filled because they find a seller. It gets filled because you said, I want to sell, and so they buy it, right? After they buy it, then they decide if they go and replenish or distribute that order into the DOM, right? So anytime you hit the button, you're always transacting with a specialist. You're never transacting, like there is no for sale by owner in the stock market, right? You're always going through a middleman or a third party, right? So what happens is if a lot of people start selling, but the specialist doesn't want to go down because there's a large order to the top side, the specialist will just accumulate all the sells. So this is absorption. Anytime you see big red dots, the price does not go down. Anytime you see green dots, the price goes up, right? That's because the specialist is absorbing sells and allowing buys to go to the DOM. And this is how we raise the price, right? So this is why using things like the order book or, and VPA are such valuable tools, because you can actually read absorption in the market. And really, when you're doing this right, you're really not even so much focused on the stock, the participation, or all these other things. You're really just worried about the algorithm, right? Like what is this algorithm doing right now? When people buy, does the algorithm let the price go up? Or when people sell, does the algorithm let the price go down? Right. And then this is one of the easiest ways to get a fairly decent concept of directionality, right? Is that you are able to see which direction. Now you pair that with things like the buying and selling detector, right? So you can see here, even now, we're on Apple, for instance, we're still buying a little bit too much, although we are starting to sell. You can see here our sustained buying has dropped. So we're in a selling range, being at monthly R3. Right? It's a wide range. So the concept would be that we likely close back near pre-market high, right? So this is definitely a good spot to look for selling. But as you can see by this detector, we are not selling yet, right? We need to actually lose the zero line and ideally reoffer and then try and get into positioning once we're under the sell line. When on Bookmap, red dots push the price down, does this mean that the market maker is No, if the red dots are pushing the price down, NT, that means the market maker is allowing the orders to go to the DOM. So this means we're more likely distributing in that instance, not accumulating, right? So anytime someone goes to buy, the market maker distributes into the buyer. That stops the price, so the greens don't go up. Anytime they sell, the market maker takes the sells and throws them to the book, right? And fills bids to the downside with them. And this is how we waterfall, basically. And we generically drop much faster than we go up because our order book is almost always leaner to the downside. So it requires significantly less volume to traverse the downside book in most instances, but it's the same amount of volume. You know, the market maker, you know, you bought 1 million shares, you're going to sell 1 million shares, but the buys to the downside are sporadic. It's just large limits, you know, but to the top side, since it's normally bullish, there's lots of limits creating ladder to the top side. So generically, as we move up the top side ladder, this is what's kind of going on. Market maker is absorbing sells so that we can run the ladder. But once we've run that ladder, the market maker distributes us back down.
Yeah, shoots and ladders.
Shoots and ladders. MU for a potential short? Let's look. Fear is faster than greed. I don't disagree. Ooh, MU just got some selling on it. So MU is selling now officially. So it started off very, very, wow. A very, very strong opening candle, which was met by an insanely weak reoffer. And then when it rallied, you can see it rallied, our volume kind of stagnates. Look, so you can see here as we re-rally. See, this is, hey, this is it right here, Nathan. This is where the BS detector really freaking helps. Watch this, everybody. So when you have an ABCD pattern, oh, why aren't you drawing? Oh, well, I'll use this tool. When you have an ABCD pattern, right, like this, where you're pulling back in the price here, right, the volume should drop and then increase as we're pushing back up. But you can see here as we pushed back up, the volume actually declined as we were pushing up. So you can really see the deviation here. And then it consolidated a bit, and then boom, there's the selling, right? So now for me personally, let me see where I'm at otherwise on this one. Sorry, I needed to get a tool so I could stop. For me, I feel like we're a fairly decent sell on MU right now. If I'm looking at we are selling now. We are definitely below the -10, so we are officially into the almost like strong selling concept. Our order book also is significantly it's very bearish. A lot of bearish intent on this book, right? You can see the bullish orders to the top side are very lean. So it looks like there's very few buyers that have bought that are throwing limits to the top side. So our transactional potential is much better down towards 207. So I would likely look at the market to probably sell down to 207 relatively soon. We're back flat on SPY again, man.
Yeah, I think we might need to come back down and jig for a buyer again. At least trying to hold. At least Q's trying to hold.
It's trying. Not doing a good job anymore, though. Maybe we get like a big UTAD, you know? So we
Yeah,
get like a big old, like
that's what I'm
big
hoping at
UTAD that just
R4.
like, you just see it like blast up to R4, wicket, throw a bunch of volume.
Big volume, huge rejection, big topping
We
tail.
gonna
Yeah.
get that delusional rally. What do you mean the delusional rally? Hasn't that been like the last like 3 years or something? I mean, geez. No, I'm with you though. SNDK. What ticker is that? That sounds familiar. ScanDisk, maybe? It is ScanDisk. Huh! I can't believe I remembered that. Interesting.
Oh man, the price action right now is just
I'm not in
nothing.
love with ScanDisk's price action. Is that what you were saying? Or are
I
you
just
saying
all
on the
the price.
market?
I mean, everything you're bringing up too that I'm looking at, just the price action is this is a good thing to fall asleep to. If you guys want to take a nap, just watch some of this stuff and
Mhm.
I should fall right to sleep.
Yeah, on SNDK, Alex, for me, I don't see a ton I like in this particular ticker. So why? Obviously. Number one, we're pretty extended to the top side in the range and we're buying a lot. So right now it looks like it's trying to go higher, but I don't really see enough range there because we're already above our ATR high. So I don't think I'd feel comfortable going long. But we've been buying, so I don't feel comfortable going short. So I would need to actually see this maybe short. But see, for me, this is a buying range, right? From R4 up, right? This right here, from here, that way, that's a buying range, right? So even when you're trading, like, some things with range are very good, especially if you're a momentum trader, but the ranges are really important because if you try, even if it is a short, if you short in a buying range, you're going to get squeezed all the time. Like just massive squeezes. And it's just going to be so annoying. Like you'll get short, yoink, and then it comes against short, yoink, right? So it's just what you want to do. Unfortunately, if you want to short SNDK, the only place I would feel comfortable shorting it in would be somewhere up here. Let it get up here into like the R6 area because it is a wide range. So I would let it get all the way up to like here, maybe near R6. And then it sell from there. If not, I would just let it go. You know what I mean? Hey, Nathan, I will be back in just 1 second if you
Okay.
will all
Let me
yours.
I don't have my screen up, but let me bring it up. Let's see. I'm watching NQ. Going back and forth whether or not I should start a short here and maybe just cut it if it breaks the high and try to get back in at R4 because it's just looking so weak. Let me share my screen. I don't know if you can, if it pops up, Carlos. Let's see. How are you guys doing today? Are you in any trades right now? Let's see. Let that scroll. 5 levels. Opening price. APLD long. Is that a inverse for Apple, I think? Let's look. BLG, SLV, Tesla. Let's see. Tesla. Oh, is it popping back up? Yeah, Tesla's right there at R3 though. So be careful at that R3 level right there for Tesla. It's just below VWAP. You're going long, so you might get into some issues there at R3 for Tesla. PLTR R4 breakout. Let's see. How is PLTR? Let's look at that one. Oh yeah, PLTR looks good. Oh, the scroll feature isn't working on here right now. Interesting.
I'm back.
Do you notice the scroll feature isn't working on Atlas?
Like with the roll wheel?
Yeah.
I
Oh,
think
there
he
it goes.
switched
Oh,
it.
there it
Oh, did
goes.
it work?
Okay. Yeah.
I grab and drag it now, kind of like the thing
Oh,
before. Now
nice.
you can grab and drag.
I like grabbing and dragging.
Grab and drag.
I like an inappropriate grab every now and then too.
That's what the money show's for.
Inappropriate grabbing.
Yep.
Oh man. Is that Mark? Did Mark do that?
No comment.
Mark should be in here. The real Mark Douglas, please stand up.
What kind of vibes, Pig? Like with a trumpet? I can play the trumpet. Yeah, I thought that's what you meant. Is that not what a Trumpian vibe is? Ah, Trumpian vibe. He likes an inappropriate grab. True story. That's a
Oh,
true story. That was documented. That happened.
that was
That's
pretty
not
funny after, yeah, after you said
uh,
that, I got it. That's
that's
funny.
not that's not even a question there, right? That's a we can argue about a lot of things, but not that. Wow.
Man, Apple just keeps running, doesn't it?
Apple is
Holy
like
cow.
Apple had a has like some upgrade stuff going on for their new release and like some new feature stuff. The thing I like about is have you guys seen the new thing that the AirPods are gonna do? They so for translation, like you'll be able to like walk around and then you have your AirPods in, and like let's say you go to a different country. As you walk around, your AirPods will listen to what's around and it will translate it into voices and like play it for you as you're walking around. So you can literally just understand like what everybody's saying around you basically, but it actually presents it in that like 3D audio that they do. So like if someone's talking behind you in French and then someone's talking in front of you and in like Spanish, you're going to be hearing both conversations in English at the same time. I was like, whoa, like that's
I
crazy. Pig wrestler. That's how I feel right now, right? I'm like on 178 days of Duolingo right now for nothing. For nothing. So,
I I just wish they'd fix the AirPods connection, man. I feel like every time we talk, it's one of our AirPods like keeps just randomly disconnecting.
I know. Yeah, well,
And
that's the
I'm
whole
talking
thing.
and I'm like, okay, Thor didn't hear anything I said for the last 2 minutes.
Dave, all the nail salons are freaking out.
Oh,
That's so funny.
we're gonna get canceled.
Oh my God, all they can't trash talk us now in the nail salon. I mean, because I go for my mani pedis. You
I
know
do
what I
too.
mean? So we gotta we can't have that. Market's kind of pulling up again.
Yeah, it's trying that push. ES is looking a little more bullish now, but hmm.
MU squeezing away from this big order at 2850. We just had a good chunk of buying come in there on the NQ. Here comes our here comes. All right, here comes our volume, Nathan.
Yeah, are we gonna get it?
No, probably not. So one of the things that's really, really important in trading is practicing the fine critical art of doing nothing. So one of the things that a lot of traders, especially momentum traders, but everybody has when trading. I mean, I really think everybody. This is like the gambler's fallacy in trading, right? Like it is so hard to just do
Wait,
nothing
just
and
like
like
right now
wait
with
for it to
this.
get in your setup to get to where it needs to be, to not get into the position early or late or any of these other things. Timing is just a killer.
Oh, absolutely.
Inventing trades is a big thing, Tim. I can't tell you how many of my mentees that I have right now that are they're there. They are there. You know what I mean? They're making the money. They're doing great. Anytime they're following the system and doing what they're supposed to do, they're making money. But once a week, once every 2 weeks, to maybe once a month, we just have this moment where they will decide, like, so this goes back to, this is Dr. V stuff here, obviously, but this goes back to our neural loops, right? Muscle memory, practice, habitual repetitive behavior. This is why it's really important when you're just learning to trade to actually keep your hand off the mouse a little bit. Like, take your time and actually learn trading before you start practicing trading. Many people want to get their hand on a mouse so fast that they just start learning to trade without learning trading first. And what you find is by the time a year or two goes by, and you actually now have a fairly good idea of what's going on, you now have a litany of performance issues and errors that you have to now unwind in order for you to get to profitability. And this is the main issue I'm dealing with so many of my mentees, right? They use the system beautifully for days and days and days. And then all of a sudden, especially on days when there are no setups, right? So, and this is where I like going back to what Tim said there on inventing trades, right? There are no setups available. You look across your thing, no candidates, no plays. What you should probably do is just go to bed. You know what I mean? But what you're doing is you're sitting down. Well, I remember, Carlos really likes the 5-minute ORB, and although I've never done a 5-minute ORB before, I'm going to go ahead and load this thing up and see what happens. Or, I used to use these old kind of weird chart things that I used to use for like a really long time that I invested a lot of money in trying to get to work. There's R4 on NQ. Trying to get everything to work. And now that, you know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, All right, let's see if we see a switch. Now that we're up here, let's pay
There
attention.
it is. There
There
it
it
is.
is. There it is. Did you see the volume hit right there?
Oh yeah, that was nice. That was a great rejection.
Did you see the order flow rate change? That I did. I saw like order flow like totally change. Like the volume on the tape. Yeah. There it goes. There it goes. Ah, see? All right, it's gonna squeeze. And it's gonna reoffer here. But see how the order flow changed, everybody? Did you see how like this stuff isn't subtle? You know what I mean?
I mean, right at it too.
Right at monthly R3, right at ATR high, right at R4, right on the higher, wider range. This is where this should happen. So now that was a lovely signal. Like that volume. Look, we've officially crossed the 0 line. So we are now the BS detector for the first time has given us a solid entry signal.
Lines on a chart. Thor.
So there's our low off of the consolidation volume. So that's pretty solid. Let's see what we get. The ES also went into the selling, started calling selling here also. So it does seem like we have a lot hitting here. Absorption. So see there, as we were trying to buy, notice how our volume isn't coming back up as we're trying to buy. We're staying very low. So this would seem that our buying volume seems to be a bit weak. So we already kind of identified that we had exhausted our buyers, but now we've definitely found and engaged a seller. So the question is, are we ready for it? This market's been a little bit difficult to short, the past few weeks.
Yeah.
So it's been very, very bullish. A lot of optimism in the market. Almost every dip seems like it's bought up. You know what I mean? So let's watch this reoffer. This is going to be the important part here. as we start to pull back up into R4, we want to see the volume stay low. If we pull back in here and the volume increases too much, that's going to be bad. We want the volume to increase as it comes down. So as it comes down, we want to see this, our zero line get lower, right? We want to show that we're selling. So if we push up, it's really important that we don't engage too much buying. If we do engage too much volume, then just wait and, you know, see where you can be. What a beautiful volume.
Oh, that was
right
amazing.
that
I'm
spot.
glad we got to see that. I'm glad you guys got to see it. That's a cam reaction. If you guys are ever wondering what a cam reaction looks like, that's the one right there.
I mean, was everyone that was in here watching, did you see how that volume came in right as we got into the level we've been calling for? I mean, we've been waiting for this level for, you know, 2.5 hours. You know what I mean? And here we are.
I mean, yeah, that was about as good of a reaction that you could get. Seriously, that was gorgeous.
I mean, that's what we're looking for.
Algo facing, bro. That's it
Algo
right
facing,
there.
right? Does your account automatically reset after 90 days? Kiki, could you please do me a kind favor and email either, I think is it info@bearable? They gave us oh, we're right at R3 on the QQQs. Yeah, that's right. It's like I forget if it's, I think it's team@bearable traders or info or one of those. Dadgummit. I'm horrible at this part. It was like one address for each different thing, and I was just like, I need to catch all. But I would recommend messaging like someone that like is involved in this a little bit more. Unfortunately, the people that are doing your show right now are not involved in the anything that resembles making decisions. So
we are not mature enough.
Yeah, I don't, whatever we
which is
are,
fine. Which is totally fine with me.
To
Less
Zane,
responsibility,
still
the
in
better.
Apple? Wow. Good for you. I mean, I think you've pretty much ran what you were going to run on this one. I think you blew out ATR high by about a bajillion. No, I'm just kidding. No, yeah, your ATR high already left. So, I mean, you've gotten one heck of a run out of this thing. That'll be Andrew. Come on, Andrew. Copy to Zane here. Andrew was all kinds of loaded on Apple up in here. Imagine just holding that bad boy until cut. I've been saying I've been so happy like watching Andrew like getting into the visual DOM. I agree with you. I think he's been holding longer with more confidence.
Yeah, he sent me some
3K
recordings.
and profit, beautiful to Zane.
He sent me some recordings of some trades he did that I'm doing some videos on, just an analysis, and I was like, man, he's even putting in limit orders at those areas, and I was like,
really?
Yeah, I was like, well, I haven't seen him do that, so I was very proud of him.
I'm proud of him too. I think that's amazing. You know, we've been screaming to the hills on this visual DOM, so I'm so excited to see everyone starting to see the benefits and use it, and loving seeing people in the community making these killer trades. So, couple of announcements before we close out this day for the week. Wednesday, big day to come by on Wednesday. Why? We have Dr. V on Wednesday. But wait, why is that a big day this Wednesday? She's here every Wednesday. Well, this Wednesday, I am going to sponsor a 1-hour mentoring session with Dr. V. So that means I'm going to pay for it and you're going to get to go do it. So if there's anyone, for that, I am going to give a boost to members of garbage trucks or Lambos and garbage trucks. So if you're a member of Lambos and garbage trucks, you will get a slight boost percentage-wise in order to, to kind of help you out. So a reason to join, perhaps. So come by on Wednesday because I will be giving away that hour with Dr. V. I am also going to give away an hour with me, but not today. Ha ha ha! You waited this whole time thinking maybe it would happen, but it's not going to. It could be tomorrow. It definitely won't. Maybe it could be Wednesday, but it probably won't be. But you never know. So for anyone who wants to, get involved in that and get some time with Dr. B, make sure you're here on Wednesday. For everybody else, don't forget our man Nathan is here basically Mondays and Fridays while we do while we go over book map, order reading, spot gamma, anything of interest. Tuesdays are for technicals. So and Thursdays are Thursdays, so AMA. So if you have any other things you need, please make sure to find us behind the paywall at Bearable Traders. Otherwise, I hope everybody has a great rest of your trading day. Much love to everyone.
Yeah,
Keep it green.
webinar's open. Webinar room's open. So
Go
come
to
join us
Nathan.
there, guys.
Webinar.